How's it going?
It's good.
How long does it
Actually,
usually
gonna.
take you to record? You got a pretty good like workflow now?
Yeah, I kind of set up a schedule for myself at the beginning of this week, or I set it up before I went to um mom's, but what the fuck
Nice.
did I say that is? But I get on at like 11 and then I play until 4, so I get a solid 5 hours like every day, except for the days that I'm working.
Nice. I gotta mess around with that program you sent me. That shit
It
was
seems it seems like a lot, but like once you like figure out what you're doing. Like it's pretty easy.
yeah, I had to watch a video on it because I was a little lost, like just trying to figure out which like what does what. But
Yeah. There's just
I
like a
think
lot there's a lot going
after
on the
you can see
screen.
what somebody else is doing though, it puts it together a little bit easier in your head. Like I can kind of like figure out now what I want to do. But I bet like once you use those things for such a long time, you just get through it so quick. You're just like boop 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 boop. Me, I'm
Yeah, bro,
like,
I'm going through like five
taking
hours
nine
of
minutes.
footage in like an hour and a half.
Yo, I got through it so much faster doing it on my PC than on my MacBook, just because of the power. It took like a fifth of the time.
It's raw power, bro.
Believe it.
Got that badger milk in me.
Badger milk. uh,
Mm. Eddie, how are you?
Not bad, man. Not bad. You get a new headset?
I'm using my gaming headset because my headphones weren't working.
Bro,
Dude,
that's what I'm using.
tell me. Oh, for some reason, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking of Bloodman and Chronic. He has like the hat backwards cap and almost like the bat things. And
Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Uninformed, where we only talk about movies, apparently.
Yeah. For some reason we always end up back on movies.
I like
Yo, I was
Those
thinking,
movies are so good.
what can we do? Because I'm going through and I'm listening to our conversations as I'm editing. I'm like, we need to make sure that we don't talk about fucking Topher Grace's bitch ass again.
yeah, he's whack. He's not even that good to be talking about as much as we do, to be honest. He's that
And we
bad, man.
definitely are not going to be talking about John Wick.
Has that been a common thing?
No, I just had to let it be
I think
known.
that was only in the first one.
Mm,
You
mm.
mentioned someone twice.
It's a subtle little shot to Jake because that guy has a hard on for those movies.
Hey, say what you want, man. I'm a fan.
Still haven't seen it yet.
Masonic, have you seen that Super Mario movie?
No, I didn't go see it yet. Did you guys go see it?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yo, I was gonna bring that up. Do you see all of the records that it's breaking?
Oh, dude, I
Like the sales?
bet. It's like the most popular video game ever made, and then they made it into a movie. No shot, bro. It's gonna break probably Titanic status when it's all said and done.
Think so. I mean, it has like it really favors to a whole bunch of different generations. Plus, you got Illumination, which they always kill it with the movies they make.
Bro, how long has Mario even been around for? I think it's been around for like 40 years or longer.
Super Nintendo, pretty much.
The
Yeah,
SNES, NES,
42 years?
I love
42
Eric.
years, bro.
1985, dude. I wasn't even born.
Yeah, that is a long
Crazy.
time.
It's crazy to think
Damn.
about like the evolution. Like think about the Game Boy,
Like
how
the
lit that
8-bit.
shit was back in the day.
Yeah, dude, the
Movie
Game Boy
brought in
is
an
low key
estimated
goated.
137 million over the 3-day weekend.
Damn.
195 million over the 5-day stretch. Because it came out early. So is that normal that they
Because they released it on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it says they released on Wednesday, April 5th. Internationally, its weekend total reached 173 million and it passed Frozen 2.
But
When's
not
the
Frozen
last
1.
time you heard of a movie getting released on a Wednesday?
Bro,
That's
never.
why I said, yeah, I don't know who's checking for movies on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hump
Probably
day.
because it's probably because they don't do like Friday for like release dates anymore. They just do Thursdays now, and so it kind of makes sense to check on Wednesdays, right? Because the release days are Thursdays now.
I was thinking that it potentially came out earlier, maybe due to it being released in China. Are they ahead of us in time?
I believe so.
I think so, actually.
That could be why.
Oh, that one. Oh, no more movie quotes.
What movie?
No,
Yeah, how are you
no,
gonna say that?
I'm just playing, bro. I was gonna
Oh,
say
it was
you
a-
guys need to watch that Tetris movie. That Tetris movie's dope.
I forgot there was a Tetris movie.
Oh, it's an Apple
I remember seeing
Movies
that
or whatever.
trailer.
It's like an Apple movie or something.
Yeah,
Is it about Tetris?
it's on Apple TV. Yeah, it's about Tetris and how
Is it
how
about
they had to get the
Tetris?
right how they had to try and get the rights from the dude in he lived in Russia.
Dang, I bet you that he sold it, huh?
Yeah, dude. It was a huge battle.
Just-
I don't know if all of
just-
that shit actually happened, but like the dramatic part of it was I was like, damn, that shit is crazy. Had to go through all that to get to freaking dude in Russia.
yeah. Was it as good as Social Network? No shot, right?
Social Network's a great movie.
That was a pretty
That's
good
top
movie.
tier, dude, for like a business type of movie, like like the McDonald's one, the Mickey
wasn't
Mouse
bad.
one, and then
I didn't. I don't
and
think I
Social
watched the
Network.
McDonald's one.
I feel like
Yeah,
that
it was-
the guy that acts in that movie though, he is like the same in every movie that he plays in.
He's always a bad guy of some sort, dude.
What are you talking? He was Batman. Michael
Back in the
Keaton.
day,
Yeah, Michael Keaton,
he's a
I
little
mean-
rusty,
No,
bro.
no. I was talking about the guy from the
Jack Frost.
the Facebook.
Hey, why are you
movie.
hating on Jack Frost, bro?
Oh,
Oh, more.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
oh,
He gives me like a-hole vibes, bro.
I mean, he's also going to be in the new Batman, bro, or Flash movie. He's going to replay his role as Batman.
What?
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer for the.
Ooh,
Was that for the Flash movie?
Are we talking about the
Mhm.
same guy?
Yeah,
No.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Old guy.
No. The guy from
Oh,
the
no,
Social
no.
Network, bro. Come on. get it
Oh,
together.
you're talking about Jesse
Stick
Eisenberg.
with us here, dude.
Oh,
Oh.
Lex
Yeah.
Luthor.
Yeah, bro. I was like, how's he gonna be like Luthor and Batman, huh?
I don't think Batman's
Riddle me
weakness-
that.
I don't
I
think
mean,
his
he could
weakness
be.
is
They might just
kryptonite,
cross
bro.
over.
Maybe.
Okay.
We just got so sidetracked. I was thinking of Michael Keaton the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot we were talking about the Social Network. That movie's amazing, though.
Yeah, that movie was fantastic, bro. And I mean, David Fincher, the guy who directed it, he also did like Fight Club and underrated movie, super underrated movie, but a fantastic movie.
Fight Club?
Well, yeah, he directed Fight Club, but he also did.
You think that's an underrated movie?
No, the one that I'm about to mention is Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I love that movie.
Hey, that's a good
I never
movie.
watched the whole thing.
Dude, it's so good.
I was watching
He did that
it.
one
I was
too.
watching it, and
Uh,
like mom saw that like scene at the beginning. She's like, "You need to turn this off." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, of all the things that we've seen,
I was like,
that's the,
"Shit."
that's the movie that crossed the line. Okay.
I remember watching Euro Trip on repeat over there.
Hey, come on, man. Hey,
It's a classic, though.
we're not talking about this again.
This is definitely where I park my car.
No.
Are you sure this isn't just a movie reference podcast, bro? Because that's the vibe I'm
We
getting
might
from
as
it.
well, man. I'm about to just send a DM to Topher Grace and be like, "Hey, yo, we're sending shots your way. Do you think you could come on and let us talk to you about it?"
Yeah,
give
and then
us
we'll get a
5 minutes,
cease
5
and
minutes.
desist letter in the mail.
Be like, "I'm a huge fan of that 70 show. I used to fall asleep to it and just let the menu music play over and over again while I was sleeping." So I have you to thank for that.
Low key, that 70 show's goaded. It's so much better than The Office. All right, that's a good take. It is way better than The Office. I can't stand The Office.
You probably offend half the people in our office, Eddie.
Yeah, I think so too. I can count the amount of times I've watched The Office on my hands.
I feel like there's a little bit of malice behind your like shot at The Office.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not
pretty
bad.
aggressive.
It's not, I just everyone loves it, and I just find it so awkward and painful. And I'm just like, this is cringe.
That's
The
like
only-
kind of the point of it, though.
I like awkward, and they just make awkward feel painful. I don't know how to explain it. It makes me feel. Yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna just let you keep digging yourself a hole, man.
No,
Just
that's
keep
okay.
talking.
I'm not a fan. That's it. I'm just not a fan.
Can you guys hear the fucking jets flying around? My microphone.
What are the
The
Jets
Jets?
doing?
I live next to the base, bro, and the jets just like fly over me all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, shit's loud.
What by the
Mm.
base? Yeah, we're gonna go
Like,
break in over there. Go look at the top secret shit they're working on.
Almost got
Aliens,
to go
bro.
there once to serve kebab.
That'd be
You see
kinda cool.
Mason
Wouldn't have-
walking up in
We didn't
that
have our
place.
ID cards, so we couldn't get in.
Hmm. You guys working on aliens
That shit
in
would have
here?
been funny, bro. I'm just
Yeah,
slinging
for real.
Working
noodles.
on aliens? What are you talking about?
Where's the probe machine?
What does that even mean?
I need to see it for scientific research.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! I always am just like, what are they? What do they have that we have no idea about?
All sorts of shit, bro. Everything.
It's like, I don't think we could probably comprehend what they actually have.
What do you think they have?
Uh,
I don't know.
Some sort of weapon, some sort of ultimate weapon that will just destroy the universe, bro.
They might. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
humans. We'll do that to ourselves.
yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, they probably got like some Iron Man type gear, dude, that we just are like got human beings flying around and shit.
Bro,
I
have you seen
saw-
that video of those guys with the jetpacks that are like flying with the planes?
I saw that there was a guy was talking about
That shit's
them
crazy.
That's
working
nuts,
on
dude.
it, but the issue was like if it ever was in the heat of battle and got like in a situation where it couldn't be extracted, then you're giving the enemy all of that stuff because it's so
Yeah.
heavy to operate.
Oh,
So it's
would it
actually
be-
something that they're working on, but they don't have I don't think they have the energy to actually operate something that big. Like they don't have the power to operate it.
they don't got that chess piece.
I
you know
don't
what I'm
have the
saying?
power.
Yeah, they don't got the chess piece.
So, to prevent it from going into like behind enemy lines or whatever in enemy hands, so they would just blow it up, no? Like
You
self
think that they would just
That's
blow?
like- yeah,
but
that's
think
like
about how
they
much
give you the
money
poison
you
capsule,
are putting
bro.
into something like that,
I
and then
mean,
you
Just blow up
sending
this-
it in, and then just be like, "Oh fuck, it didn't work."
well, I mean, but you
Kill
have to think of it.
everybody.
Think of it that like in Black Hawk Down. I know it's a movie, but when they're rescuing everybody in the airplane or in the helicopters, they throw grenades in them and they blow them shits up, so they're nothing salvageable. It would make sense.
Yeah, I just think like
Come on, you've seen
That's
Iron
a hard
Man. They put
sell.
that shit back together. got time.
it's true. No, but I think about like because I don't know, like I believe in the UFOs, but like all of the news and stuff that pops up, it makes me more skeptical. It's like, okay, now is the government like planning these so we think that there's like UFOs and they're actually just testing shit that they actually have. Then I'm like,
Maybe.
I don't know because I don't actually trust their ass either. So
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't either, bro. Freaking. I don't know. I think that's
I feel
why,
like it's weird that like why would they withhold the documents and like all the information, and then finally just be like, oh yeah, here it is. Actually, you can see all of
right?
it.
Why did they just all of a sudden just decide that it's okay that you now know this? And then is all of a
It's-
sudden there's a bunch of reportings The
Because
same
you can't handle the truth.
Bro, okay, so I was sitting out on my balcony.
definitely
I was
can.
sitting out on my balcony the other night and I saw this thing fly over my apartment, bro. And it was like, it was in the shape of a triangle, but it looked like 3 pieces. And like, I thought it was birds or something, but it didn't look like they were flapping and it wasn't making noise. And it was just like right over my apartment, bro. I don't know what it
This is
was.
Illuminati, bro. Triangles.
The Illuminati. I don't think that's what the
It's a-
Illuminati does.
It's Amazon.
Who
They're
knows?
delivering a
Who knows what
package.
they do,
I was gonna say
They're
it might be one of
stealth
those delivery services.
dude? They are building an Amazon factory right behind where I live. Right behind. We can go pick up the packages. That's how
You can
close
walk
it
to
is.
work. Bro.
Oh, dude, I would
working
never
there.
work. It's like working for the devil. I don't think I ever would. No shot. Amazon's bad. America. Yeah, but I couldn't do it. It's crazy. It's crazy how it's just right there now. Like Boise, driving through, biggest Amazon factory I've ever seen in my life. Now it's here in Meadow Falls.
Bro, they're taking over.
Dude, yeah. Yeah,
A lot of
that they
people
are.
gonna be
Taking
relocating to
over.
these what rural areas. Start expanding.
Yeah, Idaho Falls about to get popping, dude.
Do you think it'll ever get to the point where there's just like no stores anymore and people
Yes.
just buy shit online?
Probably.
Like no one
they're-
goes out.
They're
I
already
think Amazon
buying it.
has. Doesn't Amazon have like actual like store locations that you go and get your stuff and just walk out and all you do is it's all within your profile. Like you just pay for it already.
Like that store from the 40-year-old virgin, bro. She sells your stuff on eBay, but you can actually buy it there.
You just walk over to the building and just pick it up.
Dude, it's crazy, man. Like those store, like they have that store where you just take what you need and then you don't even got to pay for it. You just walk out.
Somehow I already know. Yeah,
It's gonna all be tied
Wait,
into
is that actually a
like
thing already?
I think
Yeah.
Amazon has.
Where's
something
that
like
at?
Well, I'd go to baseball games and you'd walk out with a bunch of alcohol and then they charge you for it.
You're like, what? Why'd I get paid?
it's
why'd I get charged
$900 for
$600?
13 drinks.
Yeah, it's pricey,
Probably
bro. I remember it was
It's like
Hispanic
$30
Heritage
for a
Month.
beer.
Dude, it's so expensive. It was Hispanic Heritage Month, and I was like, if you really want to like appreciate Hispanics, you should lower the alcohol cost, Holmes. Because fuck,
I don't even think you have to worry necessarily about people like stores not being around. Like you're not even gonna have people working at the places that you have to contact for service. Like
Can be robots.
imagine for a bank, you're gonna have a AI doing all of the work that an actual person can do, probably better and more efficient. You're gonna see a lot of those jobs like completely automated. I don't even think
Bro.
it's like necessary. Like think about accountants. What do accountants even do? They just plug numbers into stuff.
And make mistakes.
And they fucking fuck up all the time, man. Look at Trump. This guy's being indicted for what? 34 felonies of financial tamper changing like financial records. Like
dude, it's crazy,
That's
man.
crazy.
They took our jobs,
Bro, but like
it's all
you know
gonna be
how
automated.
like when you call a place and you're trying to like call customer service and then you just keep getting robots, bro, and like voice machines, like voiceovers, like that shit is so frustrating.
Have
and
you
then
ever tried to
half the time the robots are actually a better option than the fucking person you get on the phone.
yeah. Have you ever
But,
tried
like-
to replace a phone with that?
Hell
I,
no.
I had to get my phone like unlocked because it was from Sprint or something, and like
Me and Jake used to work in
the
that
card
shit.
that I
We
put
know-
in it.
Oh, bro.
we know how to
Dude,
fucking
yeah.
get around that shit.
Freaking carrier insurance is the biggest scam of them all,
Yeah, 100%.
dude.
And it
Like-
would. I mean, at this point, you just go. You don't even need a carrier. Just go to Apple and buy the phone. Take it to whoever you want. Carriers
those
are
bitches are unlocked
carriers are
anyways.
obsolete at this point. Like they all they do is provide a service. I don't even know why you buy a phone from them. They should not sell phones. Take all of their money, focus on building a solid infrastructure and lowering the cost for people, and let fucking Samsung and Apple sell the phones themselves.
How much money do you
Bro,
think they make
Let's start a
extra
business,
off?
bro.
Yeah,
already
Wait,
got
did
the
I
phone.
just fucking just come up with something off the top of the dome?
Who's buying Motorola's these days, dude? Anyway, who gives a
We'll
It's
just be the
still a
middleman,
thing.
bro.
No,
The
dude, we
middleman
gotta-
always
we
makes
gotta-
the money,
we
bro.
gotta
For the
partner
least
with
amount of
the
work, we
hood.
just need to be the middleman.
We got to partner with the Chinese company that the government won't let us work with. What is it?
Foxconn.
Hawaii? Hawaii? How do you say it?
Oh, well,
Some bullshit.
ooh, yeah. It's like
Yeah, but-
HUE, some.
We'll just partner
got-
with them.
They got people jumping out of windows though. We don't want to partner with them.
Hey, man, we're not jumping out of windows. We don't have
They
to know
are.
about who they're instructing to jump out of windows or whatever they're doing.
Quick
They
question:
can keep
how much-
practicing their kung fu and doing what they need to do, bro. And we don't need to hear about shit.
No, bro, it's terrible work conditions over there. Quick question though. With that shit, right? So you buy a phone over, and you guys working in those places, you buy a phone for $900, and then you sign up on this plan. How much extra are you paying on that phone?
Nothing. It's interest free.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought for sure they were making a couple $100.
Like think about right now what you're paying, I guess, to a carrier. Essentially, if you're paying for a line for your phone to be on the plan, and at this point it doesn't even matter if you have a basic phone or a smartphone. It's going to be whatever the base fee is. And then if you decide to get a phone through the company, think about it. Verizon usually charges you more for the phone because they have to get it from Apple. They're not
Mhm.
making any money off of it unless they unless they do some type of discount where you're doing a trade and things like that, but completely pointless. Like, you don't even, I don't even need to fucking pay a fee to them. I bet Google make a better infrastructure than all of them
I believe it.
if they wanted to, or they all could just work together and not be scumbags. But
True, dude.
No, bro, they ain't gonna work together. You know that's cat.
Yeah.
Hey,
Too greedy, bro.
someone needs to talk some common sense into these people.
Damn. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to BlackBerry, dude. Fucking dude.
BlackBerry.
Is that still
I
a
think
thing?
they're
Who
around.
did
No, dude.
Blackberries?
BlackBerry.
Wow,
Who
fuck,
did
that's
Blackberries?
weird.
Sweet of the
I was
juice.
thinking, I was thinking it was Motorola.
BlackBerry is its own company.
Hmm. I
Motorola
thought I heard of
Razr.
BlackBerry.
They
I
had
remember
like a
so.
government contract and everything, and then they just went straight to shit because they couldn't make a touchscreen phone.
Bro, their phones, like they seemed so cool, but then once you try to use one, you're like, what the fuck is this piece of shit?
They're so hard to use.
Bro, I
Really
remember
hard
you had
to
that
use.
BlackBerry. I remember you had that BlackBerry Storm, bro, and your screen was just wigging out like every other day, dude.
I had that phone replaced so many times. They ended up giving me a different phone. I ended up
That's how
getting
bad it
a
was,
new
dude.
phone for free. I can't remember what phone, but
Bro, do you guys remember the Juke? It was like
yeah, Mason's
Oh, that
little
little,
one.
Mason's little switchblade phone. You greaser.
That thing was crazy. Had the tiniest screen. It's like as big as my thumb.
Yeah, you can only send like what 2 sentences or like 2 words in your text message.
Yeah. 2 words at a time. Hey, I'm going to be late.
Yeah, those are pretty small.
And then when they turned in like and they had the phones that would flip over to the keyboard, that's when it got next level. The Sidekick.
Oh,
The
from
Envy.
T-Mobile,
The
dude.
Envy.
But those were
Mhm.
whack though, dude. Because like the camera, there wasn't a camera that was built into the phone. You had to like it was like almost like headphones, a little headphone jack, and you had to connect it that way.
What? What phone was that?
Yeah.
What are you
It was the
talking
Sidekick.
about, bro?
It was the Sidekick, bro.
Oh, the
Are you sure you
Sidekick?
weren't shoving stuff up your ass or something?
No, I would definitely know. It was definitely that because the dude was, I wanted one, and the dude was just like, "You really want this? You think this is cool?" And he had to get this separate piece, and it was the camera, and he had to put it into the freaking headphone hole. And he's like, "This is how I take pictures." I was like, "Yeah, that is what."
Bro,
Might as well
I'm
just
pretty
get
sure
a
they
separate
eventually
camera
came
at
out
that
with
point, bro.
one.
What
Yeah,
are
I
you?
think,
What in the hell was that?
dude, I'm pretty sure that at some point they had it just on the back of the phone, like every other phone.
At some point, but this is what I remember it.
Eddie
vividly. I
got
don't
the
know if it was
prototype, bro.
for real, bro. I don't even know if
Knocked
I
off
Seriously,
had-
dude from eBay, bro.
I might have been at a swap meet.
you were looking at cell phones when you were visiting Mexico or something on the beach, huh?
Definitely wasn't the beach, bro.
Eddie was
We
too
don't-
busy with his LG Shine, dude, looking at himself like Ashley Tisdale.
We don't, bro. I love that phone, but we don't go to resorts when we go to Mexico. It's wet. But nah, man. iShine was dope. I like that phone a lot.
Yeah, it's so crazy to think about how fast it all like where we're at now compared to then. That wasn't that long ago.
What would you say is the biggest jump from like BlackBerry to Android? Would you say that's the biggest jump, or from like flip phones to BlackBerry?
Flip phones to BlackBerry.
I think just the iPod Touch was the next level maker. Because think about it, that led to the iPhone.
Did the like Android touch phones become a thing before like the iPhone? Or
They were
before,
the
like,
first
iPod Touch?
4G. They were the first 4G phone. I remember I had a slide out, a very original slide out with a keyboard. But at
iPhone
that
was
time,
3G though.
yeah, they had a 3G or 3GS, but they didn't have any iPhone. Their first 4G phone was the iPhone 5. But dude, they're flawless though. iPhones were like just fit in the palm of your hand, dude. They look premium, dude. There's glass front and back. They were dope
Yeah.
phones.
Every
I
iPhone that I
think-
had, besides one, lasted me.
I think they just do a good job of like they had their whole ecosystem of devices just make it real easy for people.
I
Yeah,
feel like
but
it's a double-edged sword.
if you don't have it, then it's freaking hard. Like,
It's
Then you're a
dude,
bully. You get bullied.
yeah.
Mason, when did you get an iPhone? Because I think that I've only ever seen you with an Android.
I got Nick's like iPhone 7. That was like 6 years ago, something.
Dang, dude, it's been that long since I chalked it up with you that much. Dang, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. I hardly ever see you guys.
It's
We
true.
s-
It's true.
We hung out in the summertime when Robert came down.
Yeah.
I know that
for
was
the
like
fourth.
once though.
When I was handing everybody a beatdown in Smash Bros.
I mean, if you think about it, April, May, June, July, we're right around the corner again.
Yeah, that's true, bro. It's already been a year out. Fuck.
Yeah, that was 4th of July, or no?
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah, we're
Booby
gonna have to
traps.
run it back. Booby traps.
Booty traps. Yeah, we should definitely do something. We should go to San Diego, bro.
San Diego's
Diego's
dope.
San Diego.
Robert just got
Um,
back from San
I'm
Diego.
down.
I like it over there. It's funny, like over there. I think I was telling Chelsea this as you're driving in, the only thing you think about when you think about California is like the far left people. So like immediately getting there, I'm like looking at all these people and I'm like, oh, you fucking hippies and shit like that. But then I'm out running and I'm like, damn, I'll be one of them people too. This place is a fucking vibe. Out on the beach in the morning, dude. I
Yeah,
ran my
bro, I bet that's
PR the
nice.
first day there. I think I ran it by like 15 seconds.
Dang.
Damn.
I was chilling. It's so nice over there. It's like, damn. I'll believe in whatever you guys want me to believe too. Let's just maybe get the cost down a little bit. This shit is way too expensive over here. Holy fuck.
Taxes over there are nuts.
Dude, it's getting expensive everywhere, bro. And the
Yeah.
shitty thing is, I think it's going to get worse everywhere.
Yeah, and it's
think
funny because
so?
I was just reading an article today. It said something like inflation is at the lowest that it's been in a few years at like 5%. I'm like, where is this happening at? It's fucking like gas has gone up $1 in a matter of a month over here.
Yeah.
Is gas separate from everything else that's being inflated? Because I'm pretty sure everything else around me is fucking expensive too, not just gas.
Yeah. It's, I mean, everyone's talking about eggs right now, how expensive eggs are.
They did go down a little bit though, right?
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure they went down a little bit.
I think so.
I don't know because I hear one thing and then I'll see something else and I'm like, I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. And then you see them like the Fed raising the interest rates, but there hasn't been any signs that that actually works. And it just keeps going. They just keep doing
Like
it
works for what?
to fight inflation.
Hmm.
And the other thing that they're saying is when they raise interest rates or when they raise the rates, that's what they're trying to get employers to, or like they're trying to make unemployment go up.
Bro, how would
I don't understand how that
raising the
makes any
interest rates
sense.
like help with inflation? Like,
That's
doesn't that just create more debt for people?
no, they're when they raise rates, it makes people not want to get loans or save their money. They don't want to spend any money. Slow down
Shit, man. People are
economy.
spending like
But people don't
crazy.
stop spending their money, bro. So then they
Yeah,
just take
bro.
out the loan with the higher interest rate, and then they're fucking in more
Ask Jake.
debt.
Worry about
Bro.
it
Yeah.
later, dude.
Ask
But
Jake.
but that's why I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense to me because, like, I was listening to it, and they're like, "Well, by you raising the rates, you're going to essentially be putting people out of work. Like, how do you feel about that?" And it's like, "Well, we have to do what we have to do to battle inflation." I'm like, "Well, I don't understand how getting companies to lay off a bunch of people is helping. How does
Dude,
that help inflation at all?
ask
Can we
Jake.
start paying people more money? Because that's the only thing that hasn't changed is how
But
much people are actually
you pay
making.
people more money and things
Then
are
they
going to
just
get
spend
more
more.
expensive around.
Maybe they do an actual better job. Maybe they're actually incentivized to do better at their job.
Bro, no
But then
shot,
how long
man.
does it
Today's
take until they
workforce is
like
so
take that for
whack.
granted too, bro? Because like they'll
People
get
take
paid
it for
more, and
granted
then
now
after for a
because
while,
all of the work that they do and they don't see anything from it. The only people that are making money are the people in the top 1%. And it's only getting worse.
Ask Jake, bro. He works in the repo field type of thing, and they're
Jake's one
freaking
of them.
quick.
Jake's one of the ones that's in cahoots.
No,
No,
bro,
dude, I
but
just
Yeah. I see
dude,
how it is.
people like dude, it's just people feel like vehicles are like a necessity, right? But like I don't think a lot of people go into these financial decisions for the long term. Like signing a paper, dude, agreeing on making these monthly payments for 72 months, dude. There's just a lot that can play into that. If you make big money, dude, you're gonna spend big money, dude. There's people out here buying $100,000 cars, dude, and their monthly payments are like 1,800 a month, dude. It's like, what the hell are you doing, you know? But and then you got people that make not too much money, but they still get a car that's out their reach.
gotta
And
flex, bro.
dude,
Gotta flex
yeah,
on
I
them.
mean, it's crazy, dude, because um, like like the credit union we work for just moved a little bit into Washington, and we have like a little over $1 million just in vehicles that are out for repossession.
God,
So it's like, and that's more than any of our Idaho loans that are out for repossession, all
That's a lot of
combined.
whips.
oh,
What's the
And
average
so,
cost
and
for what's the average cost per vehicle? Do they have anything like
so,
that?
it's a repo,
yes,
or what do you mean?
or like
like for
that's on
their
our
loan?
books.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say right now, Washington 100% is just because over there it's just your paying is higher, your living cost is higher, people are buying more expensive items or vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, over there, dude, on average, like I think a vehicle that I'm seeing that we're interested in trying to get a vehicle back is like 50K, dude.
Bro, so
And
There.
you're telling me that I need to
That's
that's
sell my car in Washington?
And
But-
dude, and it's
You would-
nuts too, though, because these rates are ridiculous, dude.
You're getting taxed on that though, no?
If I sell my car,
If you sell your car in Washington.
not if I give it as a gift.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Because people are buying a bunch of shit that they can't afford and they're taking it back. I'm telling you, it's just even seeing that on, when I started this job, I'm like, dang, bro, people can't afford shit. Why are they spending? Why are they
Bro, I've-
spending money that they don't
Yeah,
have?
but that's just
I've never
fucking-
understood when people do shit like that.
That's just
It's like they can't
people
control
do what they want to, man.
Yeah.
People do whatever makes them happy. If that is what makes them happy.
You can't repo a Pokemon card, folks.
You better sell that thing fast. Eddie.
You also
Make
can't
that
get
money
laid
really
if you own
quick.
any.
Not true. Not true. That is opinions.
I
man.
forgot
get
you got
married
the
for how?
anti-ho showing up to his crib, dude.
Let me flex my Giovanni card, bro.
Yeah, not true. Not true.
Rocket, bro.
Yeah, people do definitely have issues with spending money.
I think too, it's just like eggs, dude. Like some people probably don't even see the inflation just because they're like, dude, in our household, it's a necessity. It's what we get. So whether it's $10 or $17 for however, like what, 48 eggs or something like that.
No,
It's
son, I'll be out there. It gets to that point, I'm out. I'm learning to farm. I'm getting me some chickens.
Bro, I'll get some
are you
chickens.
are
too.
you
Fuck yeah,
are
I'll
you
get
though?
some
Or are
Hundred-
chickens.
you just like, I
100%.
want to buy these eggs?
No, I would 100% get a chicken.
I mean, I would buy the eggs for now until I got the chickens.
I'll buy
Because
the
I need the
eggs, they
eggs,
hatch,
bro.
turn into chickens, and then I'll make some more chickens.
Bro, that's honestly, that's kind of how I look at things sometimes. Like, I'm like, I need this food, so like, even though the price is higher, like, this is the food that I want to buy, so I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
don't really give it any thought. If there's something that I feel like I want, like I should just be able to buy it and then figure out a way to if I need to, make money to
Buy
cover
now, ask questions
costs.
later.
Yeah, like I try not to put too much weight onto the things that like. And not to say that it's not like thought that I'm like, okay, is this something that's necessary? But also, like, can't really stress over it. Only got one life to live, bro. Drake said it best, YOLO.
True.
Yeah, but you don't want to
They're
be
probably not
getting
like make it
chased
or
right
break
now.
it decisions either, right? So it's kind of like what you're probably in the market for is like something that's probably been on your radar. It's not like you're
just not
making a
really interested
huge
in
deal
any-
about it.
Bro, so like, I think when I went to China, they were saying that like, like a person's like debts get passed on when they pass away. Does that happen here too?
Mhm.
No,
I think so.
no.
Bro, because like, how could they do that?
Yeah,
It
'cause
depends.
peop-
I don't know too
Some
much about it.
some debt can be inherited.
Some debt,
100%.
like certain types.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, you would know.
Someone check
I
the
don't know
facts.
too much. I don't know too much about that field, but I'm pretty sure like if
Fact check right here.
if
Here,
I took
I'll
out a
ask
loan,
ChatGPT, bro.
there we
Been
go.
messing with
Ask-
ChatGPT lately.
Ask Peter or whatever that thing was back in the day.
Oh yeah, ask Peter. Yeah. What
Ask
was that?
Ask Jeeves.
Ask
The answer is
Jeeves.
typically no. There's some exceptions depending on the type of debt.
Because if you file if you open like an estate account, for
If you
example,
co-sign for the debt,
oh, then you're
could
just
probably-
Oh
you're
yeah, then
fully
you're just as
Well,
liable.
yeah.
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 Yeah, they'll just collect from the living. So, but like, say I got a car loan and I passed away. If someone, it was financed, and there was a debt still remaining on it, even after they repoed it and sold it or whatever. I think what would end up happening is they would send a notice, basically, of the sell to like a potential estate of that person. So it's kind of like there's an account that is open specifically for you, but it's for like the estate of this person. So then they can put,
The executor.
yeah, exactly. So they would go after that account for the money basically to pay themselves back.
Could someone take on?
Yeah, that's what I was just reading.
Could someone take on that loan that you? So, for instance, let's say you bought a house, you passed away, but it was just you. Could someone immediately close to you take on that loan?
You would
Oh,
still
yeah.
have to meet the you would still have to meet the like the pre-qualified or I guess the qualification requirements for that
Kind of what
loan.
Mason was saying, like the executor of the state. So you'd have your main person handling their affairs. And if they were in the picture to be like, okay, you know, I do have a family member that is interested in taking this on, they would have to be essentially the person that's like involved to make that happen.
I
Whether
think that would
the
all
other
be
person wants to,
facilitated through the lender, right? You would have to be able to be
yeah,
qualified.
you'd
I
have to
think
get
it's
like a
based
loan
in
to
the
take over the
state.
debt in a sense. So I don't know if they would take on the debt and leave it the way it is, or if they would roll it into a whole new loan. You pay it off by basically refinancing that debt in just that person's name that wants to take it on.
I think that's decided by the lender. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's different in each state though. Yeah, so the debt thing, it says if a person passes away with outstanding debts, their creditors may attempt to collect payment from their estate before distributing any assets to heirs. In some cases, the debt may exceed the value of this estate, in which case heirs may not receive anything.
Dang, so they take the assets first before they like
Yeah, depending on how much it
probably
is.
so like if someone left in their will, they're like, I'm leaving all this stuff to this person, like so and so, but they owed this much in debt, they would just take that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Instead of
banks
giving
would
it
be
to the
like first
person.
dibs, dude. Yeah,
Banks
dude.
get first dibs.
They would Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore. They would hit
Dickheads,
him with the
bro.
Happy Gilmore,
They're
like
like,
the grandma.
my turn.
That's so whack,
Yeah,
bro.
basically, dude. It's nuts, dude.
That is disgusting.
Dude. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So,
Yeah, but it does say it can vary by location and situation.
Yeah, it's so broad though, dude. There's so much in and outs to it that I don't really comprehend the whole of it.
Dude.
It seems like
ChatGPT
a
is
lot.
freaking insane.
What is it that you asked?
ChatGPT.
Yeah, what is that?
ChatGPT, you just go on and like have conversations with it and it just gives you information. And you can
But
Bro,
I
I
haven't
don't
used it for
understand
the
how
things that
people
it
use it
needs.
to like make money.
Dude, like,
what
why
do
is
they
Eddie
even
still
do?
Because
single?
it'll write like you can take something like if for real estate, for example, one of the things people would use it for is writing like property descriptions. So they would write something, and if it's not worded good, they would take what they wrote, put it into ChatGPT and be like, can you make this sound like a social media post and make it sound enthusiastic? And it would
Professional.
rewrite it. Yeah, professional, enthusiastic, and add hashtags, and it'll do all of that for you. It'll take like you can take
That's
a whole
cheating, bro.
article and
feel
put
like
it
that's just
into the
cheating.
thing and be like, summarize this to the so that a sixth grader could understand it. Make it a little bit shorter too, and it'll like
So Eddie could
it's
understand
wild.
it.
Bro, isn't that
Dude.
plagiarism?
No,
You
100%.
can't plagiarize a robot.
100% it's plagiarism. You could use it for plagiarism. And I'm pretty sure that's what schools and stuff are
What?
struggling with
This
trying
sounds
to
like I just watched a South Park episode on this, bro.
Yeah, that's probably on there. They
but
always
the new one's crazy.
have
I
current
watched a
affairs in their
video
episodes.
of
Yeah.
a guy who took he wrote a rap and was able to use like artificial intelligence to mimic Kanye West's voice over the rap, and it like actually rapped it like Kanye. It sounds just like him.
I heard one that was like a Drake. Someone made a Drake song about beans.
And some of the
Beans?
pictures that they make in like
Beans.
the
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
actual like CGI pictures that it'll put together are insane.
Yeah.
You think that
There's
like a
even
lot
like
of
some
these, like,
videos.
The
do you
deep
think,
fakes
like,
are
a lot of these,
crazy.
like these artists that have like deep inventory of songs, not trying to like knock them for or like to like say that they don't, but like a lot of these rappers like that passed away long time ago, they're coming out with like these new songs, low key. You think that they could do something like
Yeah.
this, or do you really
They-
think that they got like songs on deck like that?
Almost like that one kid
Like
that
Juice.
everyone listens to. Yeah, Juice World. I feel like I hear a new song by that guy every other week.
I think that that's just
He ain't
the
dead.
people, the company, like the record label, just trying to squeeze out as much money because he was just recording music, like. And I think a lot of times when these guys pass away, they're just like, oh, let's take all of these songs and give them to somebody who can maybe turn them into something that's profitable. It's fucking kind of disgusting, to be honest.
Yeah, bro, he ain't dead. I saw it on the National Esquire. Him, Tupac, and Elvis were on the beach a couple weeks ago.
The fuck are you talking about?
You never heard of the National Esquires? I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, they just come up with random bullshit like that, like Hillary Clinton hanging out with aliens and yeah.
I remember seeing those when we would go to like the grocery store back in
grocery
the day.
store. Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
what it
like,
is.
I would always be like, what is this letter like, or what is this newspaper just putting this shit out here like that?
Mhm.
It's got to be
Yeah,
kind of
bro.
true, right? Because it wouldn't be sitting here on
Maybe
the stand if
everything.
it wasn't.
Maybe everything else is the Matrix, bro, and they're speaking
Bro,
truth.
that's like on Men in Black.
Or
There's
that's
a
just a
magazine.
universe that
Alien
exists
took my
somewhere
husband's
else
skin.
we don't know about.
Yeah,
Would
bro.
that be a trip?
Yeah, bro. I've never seen Men in Black.
Yo, that'd be wild, dude. Someone just like unzips you, bro, and you're like a whole new person. You're like, yo,
Well, isn't that what they call the lizard people or whatever?
Yeah, Hillary Clinton.
I'm like, can you
The
wipe my
reptile.
memory real quick? Because I don't know if I could handle this.
Her eyes blink sideways, bro.
I believe it.
Yeah.
If
You can see it. She goes to take a drink, bro, and it's like something falls out of her mouth or something goes into her mouth. I don't remember. She like
I'm-
spits it. It's like,
you think there's
Yo,
aliens,
that's
you
eyes
think
are
there's
like-
aliens among us?
Yes.
probably.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I don't know. This universe is too big to not think there's something else out there, I guess.
Yeah, bro. I think so.
You ever watch Ancient Aliens,
Wait, what's that on?
I haven't watched it. I don't
the TV
think.
show?
Is it on
The
Netflix?
pyramids, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't it Ancient
They talk
Apocalypse?
about like ancient civilizations that
Is that
like
Graham
the
Hancock?
it's like the Egyptians were like actually aliens.
Oh, have you seen is that Graham Hancock that does that show?
Graham McCall.
John Hancock. Herbie.
Freaking Mason.
Yo, having conversations with you fucking weirdos, bro.
See, what else did you expect?
What did
bro?
you say? What did you
Mason,
just
yeah,
say?
I don't
Mason,
think-
Mason has to
I don't
run it
think
back,
so,
bro.
I don't think
Oh my gosh.
that's the guy. Hold on.
Damn.
Ancient.
Yo, the information that they have that they're talking about with the with the pyramids, though, it's
Giorgio
crazy.
Tsoukalos.
It's my uncle.
The crazy guy, you know, he's like aliens.
Tom DeLonge probably in there too, bro.
I'm DeLong. He's big into it.
Dude. He,
Long
a
into
lot of
it.
people thought he was crazy, but come to find out that some of the shit that he was saying is real, bro. What else is real that he's saying? It's my guy.
What is he saying?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
haven't checked.
We're uninformed.
He
bro.
was
Inform
he was
us.
on that Joe Rogan podcast. He was dropping stuff on him. You didn't watch that? The
Bro, what
Joe
did he drop
Rogan
on him?
was- So there's this spaceship that they just released, like the freaking the Air Force release where they were following some unidentified flying object, and it was like zigzagging, just like in and out, and you could hear the pilots like kind of freaking out. And Joe
Bro,
didn't seem like he was a big believer of it, but
The Blink 182 guy?
yeah, it's on,
Was
bro.
on? Oh, that's crazy.
I remember like listening to an episode Joe Rogan was talking about it, about Tom DeLonge and how he's like super into it. And Did you see that thing that I can't remember? I think it was Fox News said that there was a Pentagon released documents about a mothership apparently sending
In our
out
atmosphere right now.
probes to
Oh,
these nuclear sites or whatever, and about the
The only-
nuclear attacks, like these people dying at nuclear plants from unknown
only-
things.
I don't know. I don't really. The only probes that they're sending out are the ones that are fuck us. I don't understand why. I don't really follow the
They're just
mainstream
doing
stuff.
investigations.
Yeah,
They're just making sure that we're in keeping ourselves in check. Send
There
us
was
some
some-
messages to the nuclear plants. Hey, don't be
They're like-
fucking with these things.
Yeah.
there was a plant in Boise that just exploded today.
For real?
Yeah, it was a toxic one, a nuclear one.
What?
Yeah, it was
No way.
something about recycled. Yeah, I just was watching on the
It'd be
news
like the
earlier.
next Chernobyl.
Yeah, bro.
In Boise?
In Boise, good because it was getting expensive out there.
Yeah, prices
Prices are
prices
about
is
to
definitely gonna
drop.
go drop, and
Oh, it was a
yeah, I might have to hit some
Norco,
shopping up. Just get an
Norco
hazmat
facility.
suit.
Yeah.
Be out there living like Heisenberg.
This is the pool.
Oh,
It's all
no.
green.
Ain't got no water in it. Don't need
I'm
no
gonna have
water
to have
in
you sign. I'm
The
gonna have to have
idea.
you sign this before you come over.
it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but it something blew up out there.
That's crazy. I wonder what happened.
I don't know, bro. But someone probably didn't plug in the continuum transfunctioner right.
Continuum transfunctioner.
Yeah. Them
Could
guys
you
needed to
imagine,
check
like,
their hypotenuses better, bro.
I think about the things that I have to deal with and the things that I try and avoid
Pythagorean theorem.
with my work. But could you imagine going to work at a nuclear power plant and something bad goes wrong and you're just like,
Bro, if I ended up like Dr. Manhattan or something, that would be pretty sick.
Just walking around with your wiener flopping around everywhere.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, ain't no one gonna really tell you shit.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Dude, that movie's so underrated. It's so good. Yeah.
Watchmen? I like
Yeah,
that
I love
movie.
that movie. You should watch
That was a good movie.
Chernobyl on HBO. It's pretty much just about Chernobyl and everything
TV
that
show?
happened over there. Yeah, it's good. Did you
Dude,
know in
Watchmen
that
was so
area-
long.
Yeah, it was good though. Did you know in Chernobyl though they have like certain fungi that grow only in that area because of the radiation, and a lot of the wildlife that is there has adapted to the radiation so well that they're like thriving.
That wouldn't
Like, it's
surprise
like-
me, dude. Nature is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, nature's wild, bro.
Especially
yeah.
especially mushrooms.
Mhm.
yeah, the animals over there are going to develop like some crazy superhuman or super animal ability.
Then they're
Mhm.
gonna like they're gonna
They're going to
spread it
start hunting
around.
us down.
So the rest of the animals are gonna start evolving into like some super crazy nuclear beast.
Gotta find a Turok, bro. Yeah, because
That's
that shit's
wild.
wild, bro. Yeah, man. And what happened there was like, I mean, it's inhabitable. Like people can't live there.
Do you know what the radius is of how far you have to be away from where it all happened?
Oh, bro, I don't know. That's way above my
meters.
IQ.
Should we ask ChatGPT? Let's
Ask my
see.
friend Google.
A diameter of 177 meters.
I don't even know how to
Did you
spell
find it?
Chernobyl. All right, let's see what it says. The exclusion zone around the Chernobyl nuclear power plant was established to ensure public safety and prevent further contamination after the nuclear disaster occurred in 1986. Radius of the exclusion zone is about 30 kilometers, 18.6 miles from the Chernobyl plant.
Damn.
Dang,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's
huge.
a big ass area.
So like 20 miles basically.
Mm-hmm. So that's the radius. So what, 40 total?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's a good. That's a big old area.
Big old crop dust.
Yeah,
Gosh,
yeah,
dude.
that and they were handling that like so when it first happened, like so nonchalantly, it seemed like they were just like, oh well, shit happens.
Show up to work
That
with a
shit-
third arm.
It
That
is
shit
what it
just
is.
happened here in the U.S., bro.
Bro,
That
what was
train
that
that
power
happened in
plant?
East Palestine.
Train.
And weren't there some trains that collapsed in Ohio?
Yeah, East Palestine.
Okay. Yeah,
Train crash carrying a bunch of toxic waste or something like that, and
I do remember hearing about that.
the people that they hired to investigate, the company that was transporting the stuff hired the company to tell everyone that it was safe to be there,
That's
so
crazy.
they could start working again. It's
That's
crazy.
insane. Almost
what
telling
was the
me a
comp-
train derailed in like American Falls.
yeah, just the other day.
There was. Yep.
Mhm.
I think there's train derails pretty
They happen a
regularly.
lot, but
Did
it's
they
just
have,
yeah.
toxic waste too? The scheme, bro.
I don't know
I
what
think
they
it's
were
had
transporting in East
They
Palestine.
just had potatoes.
Of course, bro, I would.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I wonder where it derailed at.
Bro, speaking of train derailments, did you guys ever see that movie Super 8?
Mm-mm. Heard it's good though.
Super
Oh, yeah, you should
8.
check
I
it
don't think
out.
so.
That's probably in my
Super
top 10,
8.
bro. That's probably in my top
Yeah.
10.
Have you seen Ready
Really?
Player
Fine.
One?
Like all time?
Isn't that
Yeah.
about like isn't it kind of centered around a guy with a rotary camera?
Super
It's a
8
Super 8. Yeah,
is Super 8 camera.
yeah.
He's like, it's like a teenagers that are making a film, basically. That's what it's
I've
like.
seen that movie. That movie's
Really?
actually really good.
Yeah.
It's been a
I'll have to
minute since
check
I've seen it though.
out. Super
Have you
8.
seen Ready Player One? You should check that shit out if you
I
haven't.
like that movie a lot.
I don't think I've seen the whole thing like all together.
It's playing.
I might actually watch that movie tonight now that you said that.
It's super good. I watched it the other day, and it's such a flashback. It's just like gets you all in your feels because it's so nostalgic. It's a great movie. It's hard to believe something like that was literature prior to being a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, I probably should read the book. To be
aren't
honest.
most movies? I feel like most movies are books before they are movies, right?
Or based
A
on
lot of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I believe that. Kind of.
Harry Potter.
I never got
Hunger
into Harry
Games.
Potter, bro. The Hunger Games. Never got
Lemony
into it.
Snicket's the only one that they didn't make into a movie. They did a TV show though.
They did a
two
movie.
TV shows.
They did the
Yeah,
they did the movie, the first
First three
like
books.
3.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey made a really good Eggman though in Sonic.
I didn't see Sonic.
I like
Dude,
Jim
it's really
Carrey.
good.
Yeah, that movie's actually performed pretty well too.
They're gonna make a third one, and it's Shadow, which is kind of badass.
I think
I'm pretty
it's
stoked for that.
like for me, the best part is like I can enjoy it. My kids love Sonic. Like Tayson loves Sonic.
Mm.
He also likes
Yeah.
Juice World.
Coincidence?
Good
They're both
combo.
dead.
I think not.
Is there
Hmm.
a connection between the two?
No,
Is there a
we were
Juice
just talking
WRLD
about that
song?
earlier.
Is there a Juice WRLD song on that? And that
There's a
first
Juice
song,
World in the Spider-Man soundtrack.
Hmm. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
what's Spider-Man?
yeah. Which one?
The Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse.
Which
Probably
song?
my favorite Spider-Man movie actually. Now.
The animated one? The animated one?
Which song is it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it.
I sent it to you actually, Jake. I can't remember the name of it right now. That soundtrack has a lot of people on it. Has a Mine. Has
Oh, it's called
a
Hyde.
Post Malone.
It's
The
called
Yeah,
Post
High.
Malone song blew up, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Was
Juice
it?
WRLD with Season.
mhm.
I think part of that reason was because of that movie too.
Think so? Think he got as big? You think he got big because of that movie?
I think like part of it.
That was a
Because
banger
that song
song.
came out like right before that movie did, didn't it?
hmm when did his first album come out though?
Post Malone?
White Iverson.
White
Yeah.
Iverson, bro. I was like a senior. So
Dude. I think
2014.
that album is I think that album's a classic. I was listening to it, so I actually wrote this down as one of my thoughts I was going to bring up to you guys, but I wasn't sure if we talk about Post Malone. But that album's listed as a hip hop album.
That first album?
Yeah, the very first one.
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
I don't listen to a lot of.
I feel like I gotta look
That
at the
song,
list of
that album
songs.
has bangers. Congratulations, White Iverson. Song
Mm.
with Justin Bieber, Deja Vu. That album actually has a bunch of bangers. Too
Is
Young.
he sponsored by Bud Light?
I think he
right?
is now.
Gangster.
He's been working for that for a long time. He was promoting them back when before you could even, because I don't think you can work with alcohol companies until you're like 25 or something.
Yeah, I was watching him on the Sunday Conversation not too long ago, and he drinks Bud Light out of a wine glass, and it's ridiculous.
He looks like he stinks too.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah.
he's
He lost a
different,
lot of
dude.
weight
He's
though, too. Like this recently, I think.
He lives over
You
there
ever
by
run-
you.
yeah, I was
he
like, you ever
lives
ran
here.
into him, Mason?
No, one of the kids that I worked with on the Cup Op truck did though.
worked with him.
I worked with this kid on the Cup Op truck, and that kid that I knew ran into him like at the mall or something somewhere in Salt
That'd be
Lake.
so tight.
He'd be
Yeah.
recognizable for sure.
And then there's like
my
a bunch of
God.
Mormon kids out there, so you know they love that shit.
Huh?
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
They're over
Don't tell my
here.
mom.
He was supposed to.
I love you when you're in One Direction.
He was playing a concert here that my parents were gonna go to, and it happened during COVID, so they didn't end up going. But I was like, since when do like, because my parents were in the church for a long time. I was like, you guys listen to Post Malone?
I remember growing up, bro, in Aberdeen, all them kids were really into like rap and all that shit more than I was. And they were all about like Kid Cudi when he dropped that album and
Kid Cudi's fire.
that
Yeah,
album.
I agree.
And Frank, I like Frank Ocean, so I can't really.
I like
knock on
Frank
that,
Ocean
but
too.
Yeah.
So that's something that I was thinking about earlier today too, because I was just thinking about how, like for me growing up in Idaho, like I think I had a very different type of mindset compared to everyone else that was around me, and I wonder how, like, because in Idaho you have like a very niche like farm thing. Like, how do you get hit with so many different culture thing? Like,
FFA, bro.
Yeah, bro.
like, but we're all, I think all of us are very different in that aspect.
That one, a good dairy cow should have 4 nipples, not 5.
Wait, what you mean? Could you elaborate?
Like, I wonder
Like,
what it is,
we're
like
not
what it is
farmers,
that
but
we
we
all
grew up in
get
Idaho.
like, yeah, well, like what it is, like how we were just like attached to certain things that we weren't surrounded by. Like, I was kind of thinking about that today. I was like, why did I enjoy listening to rap music? Because I liked rap music.
Instead of like country.
Yeah, or even like, why didn't I want to go and work on a farm? Or like, why didn't, like, to me, that didn't even seem like a thing. Like, but it seems like I never really had that thought, you know? So it was like,
Well-
oh, I was almost out of place. Like, how did that somehow get into me? That would have had to have
You're
been
right.
through
Oh, yeah.
mom, right?
You have to
Yeah.
Also,
stem
you gotta
from it
think
probably
of-
far back, dude. You brought to go back in your younger days and kind of figure that out because
You also got to think like, why
Mhm.
didn't I want to work in the farm? Well, some people didn't have like the option. Like my ass was home beats when I was like 9, 10. You know,
Yeah, but you
Jake,
didn't, but not saying like, because we've done farm work, but that's not necessarily what you want to do. Like, I feel like there's people that are there that do that and they're like, hell yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, like they
And like
want
to
be
me,
there
it's like,
farming.
how did I end up here?
A
Like
lot
this
of
is not
those,
even close to what I am interested in at all.
a lot of, well, you got your parents wherever they settled down, number one, but a lot of it too, like a lot of those kids who want to be farmers, is because half the time they're inheriting one.
Yeah,
That is
that's
true.
true. That's
Like
true.
it's in the family.
Yeah, you know, they're
And
like, I'm gonna go to
100%.
college and blow my parents' money and do a bunch of drugs and
then
test
I'll
my
just work on the
sexuality, and then I'm
farm.
gonna come back and work on the farm.
Then I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, blow their money, and then I'll come back.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
plenty
guess
of
if
people
I
do.
was inheriting a farm, I'd probably be like, all right, I'll farm, getting
Yeah.
that money.
Maybe.
Like, give me that wheel line. Just like,
I'm not a line mover. I'm a hydrotubular technician. There's a difference.
But even then, like, because I think about me and Mason, we grew up in the same household, same areas, but me and him I think are very different, I would say.
You're different, but
yeah,
but have similar interests. Like, are you that
I
different?
guess. I don't know.
You know?
He's not into sports.
Okay, there's one. But
that was the
same
first thing I was
music,
gonna acknowledge.
probably,
Was like,
Kind of the same
uh,
music. Yeah, I guess
right?
probably same music.
I think you'd have more in common than not.
Same
Just like
drugs.
most people. Yeah, depends.
Not the same haircut. Not the same
Oh,
style.
You can't do appearance though.
You ain't got no style, motherfucker.
Hey,
Oh, dude, drop the mic and the cast, bro.
disrespectful, man. Come on.
Oh,
And then I
yeah.
think about, I'm like, how did Eddie become a Chiefs fan? Like,
Bro, I bury
how'd
against the
Jake become a
grain
bandwagon?
because all you
hey,
assholes are
hey, hey,
freaking.
chill out, bro.
Speaking of bandwagon, you been watching any of these the NBA play-ins?
Yeah, bro. Did you see Golden State just blow, who was it? Portland Blazers by like 50 or 60 points the other night?
That was a play-in game?
No, started today. The Bulls
No, play-in game started yesterday.
Oh, the Bulls won today. They beat the Raptors.
No, this was just outside. This just happened. Actually, I think this happened on Saturday. So
I kind of like
the
the idea of a
the
play-in.
Lakers made it though, huh?
They play
I
the
hate the
Grizz.
Lakers.
They're in the playoffs, dude.
I hope they get clapped.
By the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I hope the Grizzlies pull it off. I like
John
Memphis,
Morant's out
bro.
here clapping everything,
I
so
don't know, dude. I think
he's about to be up in the Lakers' booty cheeks.
Yeah, he was
Yo, the
clapping them
Suns
girls in
looking
Denver too.
Suns looking scary, bro. They got some top tier players. Dude.
The Suns,
I wouldn't want to
I
face
don't
those
know.
guys, bro.
yeah,
I don't
they
know.
got a squad. They definitely could do it this year. A lot of it depends on KD if he can stay
I'd be
healthy.
surprised. I'd be surprised if they don't go all the way, bro.
Is Chris Paul playing? I haven't seen that guy all year.
I haven't really watched any of the NBA.
I'm pretty sure he was out for a while.
He's
Yeah,
always
he's been out
for
for
a
a
Could be,
while.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was out for a while.
He's got to be getting close to the end.
Yeah, I don't really watch a ton of the NBA. I follow. for
Chris Paul's
events and stuff,
overrated to
but
me. He hasn't done anything. Hasn't
he'll
done
be one of
anything.
He'll be one of the best at his position to ever play when it's all said and done.
Okay.
Okay.
It's kind of what it is. I
He's
like
basically saying I'll agree to disagree.
not even.
I just don't think he's really done that much. He hasn't
Mm.
even been. Has he even been to the finals?
Yeah, didn't they just lose last year to the Bucks?
Did they play in the finals last year?
Yeah, dummy. They played the freaking
Yeah.
Milwaukee
Yeah, they
That was the
lost.
first year he made it to the playoffs.
finals.
Finals.
Mhm.
And he's at the end of his career.
He still shoot the ball.
Still. He's a good
Wait,
player.
the Suns.
I don't
The
know.
Suns made it to the finals last year.
Yeah, they played the Bucks, didn't they? Or was that 2 years ago? Am I tripping?
I don't know.
Aw,
If
dude,
I
I
don't know.
think you're tripping, bro. I don't know if the Suns ever.
Yes, they played the freaking Milwaukee Bucks, and they
I don't think the
lost.
Bucks won last year, did they?
The Bucks didn't win though.
Who won last year? Yes, they did. They won the free. Giannis got MVP.
That was like a couple years ago, dude.
So who? Regardless,
Because
they
then
still
he went straight
they
to
still
Chick-fil-A,
played.
dude, and ordered a bunch of food.
They still played the Suns, though. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, we're just talking out of our ass right now.
No,
We have
I'm
the
informed.
internet here. We can look it up. The Warriors won last year
Yes.
against the Celtics.
Yes, but I'm saying that the Bucks won it the year prior, and they played the Suns.
Yes, 2 years ago.
Yes. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that was the year after COVID. It was the most watched finals ever because people finally got back to.
Okay, but we're off the topic. Chris Paul still hasn't done shit, and that's just a fact.
I'm sure
They're
he's
seeded
top
4,
five,
huh? They're gonna play the Clippers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
the
due
Clippers
respect.
are. Clippers could be
Honestly,
a game too.
Bruh, I get see it. I can see the potential there, but I'm taking Suns 4-2.
Suns over the Clippers 4-2. What?
Yeah.
Give me the matchups.
Pistons are going to win it all next year.
Hey, this guy, the very first episode, is talking about the Detroit Lions, and now he's talking about the Detroit Pistons. Nobody even lives in Detroit's hardly even a city, and this guy's
Honestly,
out
I'll be
here
honest.
for their squads.
I don't even see Detroit on this bracket, bro. So
They're not. They only won 18 games. But
How about the Sacramento Kings? What are they? 3?
the Kings. Oh,
There's a third seed. Wow.
hold up. Am I bugging? I can't even see the Kings on this thing. Are you sure, bro?
Dude. All right, NBA standings.
I just pulled up. I just pulled up the play-in tournament.
The Nuggets are the first seed, Grizzlies are 2, the Kings are 3, Suns are 4, Clippers 5, Warriors 6, Lakers 7, Timberwolves 8, Pelicans 9,
There's
Thunder 10.
Kings.
And then the Mavericks didn't even make it. Terrible.
Dude, that's the dude. Eek.
Eek.
Yikes.
Kyrie Irving, the virus.
Dude, I don't know what it is with that guy, dude. I like him. I like his play style, but just it's not it, man.
He's probably my favorite player to watch. He's a lot of fun to watch, but he's
He's got it, bro. He's a baller, but I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's I think about that with Russell Westbrook. Because he's a baller. He does good, but can't win with him.
because he can't shoot.
He's just so sporadic. I feel like he's like a dog out there chasing a ball around.
Sometimes that dog gets that ball.
Then when he gets the ball, he's just like, where do I go? Dunk it down
Sometimes
someone's throat.
Sometimes
Oh,
it
the
happens.
Joker, bro.
Guy's tenacity is freaking insane.
Yeah. Speaking of the Joker, who made a better one? Joaquin Phoenix or Heath Ledger?
Huh? I'll go with Heath.
I don't know. I don't even.
Bro, I feel
To
like
be honest, the
they're so
walking
different.
one,
It's
Yeah.
it's hard to compare them.
the Walking Phoenix one is to me is not even kind of the same character.
That's that older dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a very realistic movie.
I mean, I don't know. I like Heath Ledger a lot, but man, that That Joker show was just so like, it was so hard to
It's
watch.
pretty raw,
and
dude.
Dude, I love those movies. I love those movies. I think
Yeah.
it was him hands down.
That guy is the same guy that did The Hangover.
Todd Phillips. He also did Old School.
We're
That's
going
a
straight to
weird
the movie?
assortment of movies, bro.
Dude, it's weird,
Yeah,
right?
I
I
know.
think I don't know if he did Road Trip. I could be wrong. I thought he did that too, but yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He did a bunch of comedies, and then he went and did that. And he said he wasn't going to do the Joker movie unless Joaquin played it. He made that movie for him.
That movie's really good.
Him in that role kind of gives me the same vibes as whoever played the Riddler and the one with the Patterson dude that played Batman.
Oh, dude, Paul Dana.
Pattinson or
Dana.
whatever his name.
Yeah, he's a
He kind of gives me
great
like that
actor,
weird
too.
vibe. He gives me like that weird person vibe, and it just kind of suited the role.
Have you seen There Will Be Blood?
I don't think so.
No.
That's
Watch
a
it.
negative.
Watch that movie. It's like about like when they first were drilling for oil. It's crazy. It's a great movie. Has him in it and Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Is that the dude that played Lincoln?
And he was also in that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Gangs of New York. He was in that one too.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, it was good. It's good.
We love our movies on this podcast.
gonna
folks.
say, Hey, thanks for tuning in to this week's movie review.
If you're on
Yeah.
YouTube, drop a like. Post
Leonardo,
comment of your favorite movie.
Leonardo, don't hate me, but I just got to say this. Hated you in. No, just kidding. I love you in every movie you've been in.
Every movie.
Every movie.
Yeah. Rose is a bitch.
I was gonna say, no, she definitely is.
She could have slowed, dude. She could have moved over, bro. Hands down.
Yeah.
Heard they're making a sequel.
No shot. What is he gonna
No,
wake up?
He's gonna turn into the Iceman.
It's been 90
They're gonna
days.
turn it into a plot twist.
he's
Gonna be the.
Captain
It's gonna.
America,
It's gonna be in Phase 7 of the Marvel universe.
He
It's
froze like
Aquaman.
Captain Rogers on.
Jack Frost, bro.
Jack
There we go.
Frost.
I like it. A little Christmas movie, bro.
Yeah, there's some good movies coming out this month. You have Fast and the Furious. The Mario movie came out. And
Wait,
then-
are you
and-
serious about Fast and the Furious? Is there another Fast and the Furious movie?
Yeah, it comes
Fast
out.
X or something, bro. It's the 10th one.
Yo, I'm
Same
tapped
here.
out. I'm tapped out. I haven't
It's the
seen
10th
a
one?
trailer. Like, I just barely started watching movie trailers again.
And Jake
think I
said that
stopped-
they're
I think I stopped watching after like 5, 6,
This guy said Fast
10.
Fast 10. That's it. They're only on 10.
only
Way.
They're not even racing cars anymore, dude. Everyone's got a helicopter.
They're in
you're riding
airplanes, bro.
space. Yeah, airplanes.
They got
and
jetpacks, bro.
spaceships and-
They're in space, bro. They're taking down bad guys in space, dude.
Went
They're
from
riding
street
on the
racing
on the
to-
back of Jaguars, like actual Jaguars.
Dude, it went
Huh.
from street racing to saving the world.
I would
bro.
watch
It's
that
crazy.
shit, bro.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd
be
be
lit.
awesome. Yeah. Could you
Like a
imagine the
Crash
Rock on a
Bandicoot,
freaking
huh?
Jaguar? No shot.
Crash
Gears
Bandicoot,
and
like those
shit.
levels that you would do back in the day with the tiger.
You gotta go
Smash
left or
boxes,
right.
you're
The-
going, you jump.
I like the Warthog one, bro, from the first one.
Yeah.
Did
did you know- Did you know they're making a God of War show?
No, I
Really?
probably won't watch it
Hopefully it's
Yeah.
legit.
unless
'cause
it has like
that's tough shoes
who
to
would
fill,
be
you
who
know?
would play Kratos?
Batista. Bro, I love Batista.
No, it would have to be
No
Tom
way,
He's
Hardy.
not wide enough.
Tom
bro.
Hardy get big like Bane again.
Tom Hardy could do it.
Hell
It's the
yeah!
one with the,
I would
mean
sign me
goatee,
on
bro.
for that.
I feel like
Or John Bernthal.
don't know
No,
who
he's
that
too
is.
small.
John Bernthal?
Yeah, he's
Tom
small,
Hardy's-
bro. He ain't smaller than John Bernthal.
His head's too long though.
Tom Hardy is
feel like it needs to
I
be
think
rounded.
smaller than John Bernthal.
No,
I feel
but
like it's
just
gotta
Bill.
be.
He played Bane. Bane.
I'm Bane.
Am I?
I feel like Gerard Butler could do it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Damn.
that would be. That's
Plus,
a
he
good
kind of
one
has
too.
that like that, foreign accent already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just started
I mean, it's
playing.
not
Just
the
have
same
like that
accent,
deep
but-
voice, bro.
He'd just be Leonidas essentially as Kratos.
Mhm.
That's a
It's
good call.
kinda- It's
300.
kind of cool
Or
because
Batista would have to be him.
I think Batista would be a good one, but it's kind of cool because the dude who voices him also does his mocap, like the movements
That voices him and what?
in the game.
Oh,
Christopher Judge.
Yeah. He does all the movements and then he voices him. Like it's all like one single take too. It's pretty sweet.
pretty cool.
Bro, he was on Stargate. Do you remember?
Bro,
seeing
I
that
would
shit
feel
on
so
TV
ridiculous in one
dude?
of those like suits that they have to wear for the motion capture.
Oh yeah, dude. could
And
you
then you're just
imagine
like
how
in the
much-
middle of like an empty room, basically. Just like
Got a bunch of
How
people
much-
staring at my little junk.
How much money do you think that costs?
to do the motion capture.
All that, bro. Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a
feel like once you-
really high.
I feel like
technology.
to invest in it, like it would probably cost a lot, but once you have it, you just you can just reuse it, right? So it's like a
Mhm.
reusable thing. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
one. Bro.
because
We'll start making some motion
Do,
capture.
do you
films.
even have to do that now? Like, if you can just use computers and just
You can use GPT, bro. Create a video game with motion capture.
what about hentai? I mean, yeah, that's the one that makes sense.
Jake's already pre-ordered
see
the
some
latest
tentacles.
sex robot.
Yo, chill out, dude. That's a lie.
Susan,
Uh,
3000.
You ever watch Megan?
The
That was a
Suckmaster
interesting
980.
movie.
Jeez.
That was a
Ever
trippy
what?
movie. Megan.
Megan?
No,
Yeah. It's about a
Mm-mm.
robot.
Never.
didn't
Have I heard of
want to see
that?
it.
Dude, the
think,
trailers for that commercial trip me. Yo, the trailers that they have for these movies nowadays, like I was watching a YouTube video and an ad started playing and I wasn't in a position to where I could skip it. And it's like some exorcist movie and this lady pops up and she's like, "Ah!" And I'm like, yo, what the? I'm not trying to see this shit right now. Oh my gosh, it's so late and I'm so scared now.
Now I have
They
to watch a
be
whole
chilling
episode of
with this shit,
SpongeBob.
man. And the way they be squeezing in those ads in like 10 seconds so they can give you the scariest parts. Like, we got you for 10 seconds. Here you go, motherfucker. Bah!
Oh, it's probably that Evil Dead Rise movie that they're advertising lately.
Some bullshit, some exorcist bullshit, bro. I don't
Oh,
like
there
those
was also
movies.
like the priests exorcist. I don't know, man. I think they're kind of just more like shock value.
There's one with
than,
Russell
like, more than
Crowe.
anything. Yeah, that's the one I was like the priest's exorcism or so. I don't know, bro. I feel like those are kind of like so tasteless now. They're just kind of tacky. It's just like, dude, okay, we get it. Like,
I mean, it's not any scarier than the actual priests that are out here abusing children.
it's a
Did you see
lot,
that
bro.
article or that shit?
Yeah. Also, I
That was
read a
like
lot.
for years, wasn't it? Didn't that just like
Yeah.
come out?
Yeah. But you
Yeah.
ever
I thought
see-
you didn't you put something on the
Dude, it was like
Pod
a
episode
hundred
planner.
and how many people? 156 Catholic clergy members and others. I don't know who
It's
others
crazy.
are.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
It's crazy, bro. It's
The
freaking
craziest
nuts.
thing is I was like, me and Chelsea were actually just talking the other day about
In Maryland.
like church and religion and stuff, and I was like, I'd go and check out a church and see what it's about. And then this happens, and I'm like, just
Yeah,
some
but-
cult, just some
I'm gonna
cult
stay
shit.
inside.
There's
some
a bunch of
bullshit.
different. There's a bunch of different churches, though. It's not just one, or I think all of them have their faults, and all of them have some bullshit. But
You must touch my pee before you ascend to the. It's like,
But I
hey,
don't
he
think
said
they're all
it.
bad.
He said it.
Mm.
You can't take it back. He said if I touch his pee, I can go up there.
yeah, to the next stage. The next.
I'm
room.
trying to get a stamp on my card. I just need to get to the next spot, please.
Yeah, that'd be brutal. I remember when I did my first like comfort, like my first so as
Communion?
going
What do
to
they call it?
Confessional?
Communion?
confessional, and I was
Let's hear about it.
I was 22 at the time, and I did it face to face. I'm talking to this guy, and he's just like, so so it's just like, so what have you done? And you're just looking at him, and you're just like, man, I've lived 22 years of life, and I've been in the city for 4 years already. Like, bro, I just I told,
What'd you say?
Just-
What'd you say? Just tell us what you said, bro. This
bro,
guy's trying to
Spit it
beat
out,
around the.
bro.
This guy's trying to go
Dude.
on some like elegant freaking monologue right now. Just tell
The
us what you
people want to
said.
know, Eddie.
said
Spit
it all,
out.
bro. Said it all. Said it all.
You had to tell
And
him
then
that
he
you
asked-
masturbated.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
wow.
I wasn't just all, bro. There's so much
He's
more.
like, and he's like, I'm thinking about masturbating right now.
Dude, it was so. And then the thing that bothered me after, he's like, "Who's your mom?" After, and I was like, "What the fuck? What do you want to know that for?" So
He
you
had
ready to
your
tell my
mom out.
mom?
Should tell
Huh?
you're a grown person.
He asked who your mom was.
Yeah, I was like, "What? What do you
That's-
know that for?"
At
He's
least
gonna
he
send
wasn't
an
like,
email
"Who's your
to her with
daddy?"
an update.
Yeah, I was like, "I don't know. You tell me. I don't know."
Yeah, he could have been. He could have been asking you some real. Yeah, he could have been asking you some real crazy shit.
Yeah, but how I haven't been since.
I think it's like, to me, it's just like, all right, I can go and do the most outlandish shit and then come in and tell you about it and just be like,
I'm
I'm
clear.
out.
Give us 20 Hail Marys and
What do you
a donation in the church box.
Yeah, it's like, don't I just take a piece of bread or something, drink some water, and you guys let me go? How does this thing
Hey.
work?
It ain't water, it's wine. Mhm.
Not if you're an
It's actually-
alcoholic, Eddie.
I mean, maybe. It is wine though. It's not very good.
How's that
wine.
work? You're not.
Huh?
You're like 6 years sober, and you're like, I can't drink this wine. I really can't. Like, can I substitute
then-
it for water?
You
For
wouldn't
sure.
drink it. You'd just do the little
Just do the communion to bread.
yeah.
Just
the
give 'em
little
some-
bread thing.
Don't you have to give them money? Don't you have to give them bread?
I never did it when I went. But then again, I haven't been in forever. But I doubt you have to pay them.
That's how
Okay.
churches operate, though. They have to get money from the people who attend, don't
Well,
they?
also,
Don't your
don't
parents
they get-
usually give donations
like-
to the church?
That's like Mormon religion. It's like tithing.
Tithing?
Yeah.
Oh, is that only
Bro, I was
is
just,
that only
uh,
LDS?
Yeah, like my stepmom was telling me that they just discovered that the church was like hiding billions of dollars in funds.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
I just
crazy.
I saw an article on that.
Dude.
They were
They're
doing it
coming out.
through a bunch of shell companies.
Yeah, and they were like, their like reasoning was that they felt it was better off in their hands or something. Like the money was better off in their hands.
Yo, that's some boss ass shit right there. Yo, their money felt better in our hands.
Dude. It's crazy how shiesty a lot of these churches are, bro.
Well, it's crazy
Imagine
how
if I
people
said
don't
that
like
shit
see
to
through
someone.
it, you know?
Well,
it's
I mean,
still-
ignorance is bliss, like they say.
Yeah, guess so.
You know? And now we're so much like, I mean, even when it comes to politics, like people are going to believe what they want to believe, and there's no reasoning with that. Like I think just finding level-headed people, and not to say that religion is bad or good or whatever, right? But just running into people who can think logically, like all of
Yeah.
a sudden common sense
Use their
ain't so
head.
common anymore. Yeah.
It's yeah, I think that's the scariest thing. Is you have people who are willing to like just die on their shield at this point, and they're not willing to like accept that they could potentially be wrong. Like that's just not an option.
Yeah.
I'm
Some
wrong
people
all the
get
time.
some people get so identified with their beliefs that it's like, if they're wrong, like that's like dying basically
Yeah,
for them.
I'm
It's
wrong.
crazy.
I'm wrong all the time, bro.
Oh, I'm wrong right now. I live in my fucking living room, sleep in my living room.
I stay wrong, so I'll never have to get right.
You're
That's ridiculous. just don't ever educate myself, so I don't ever have to freaking worry about it. No, just kidding.
Is that how you got the title for this podcast?
No, honestly, like it's funny because like this whole thing just kind of like was motivated just because like I realized that there's a lot of stuff that I just kind of like overlooked and was looked at the wrong things for motivation or worth, and like slowly like just start to realize that it's like a lot of the stuff that we put weight in is scams and bullshit. Like kind of crazy that we all just like are looking to just like battle each other, I think, at this point. And no one's like actually trying to figure out what the best thing is for just society in general. Like you can't even have a conversation with people anymore without it turning into some type of explosive conflict. Like
Yeah, like an attack.
and that's the thing, like when one of my courses we're doing critical thinking is talking about arguments and how arguments are supposed to be like you're supposed to have logic
Like
and
they're
reasoning
good.
in arguments, and it's supposed to be to uncover the truth and not necessarily win a battle. And nobody like knows how to actually argue correctly.
I mean, I don't even think they want to argue. I think they just want to be right.
Yeah. Everyone
Yeah.
also just wants to, I think we all just want to fit into something. So it's like with politics, you have left and right. It's real easy to just identify into one of those and then just like have your side that battles the other side. And I think realistically, I think more people are probably like us that kind of fall in the middle or not necessarily like trying, but you don't hear about it, and social media and everything just kind of like puts this narrative in front of us of where we're at, and I think everyone just kind of believes that, which is weird.
So I don't watch the news, bro. So I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
So I don't have social media because a lot of people and so many people just watch like mindless videos like on TikTok or YouTube shorts. And every now and then I'll catch myself watching, I'll be like 3, 4 in, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta stop, And so I can't, it's like, that's why, the reason why TikToks are so short and those YouTube vids are so short is because like the average attention span of a adult human being now is like within that time frame.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, think about that. Like the reason why they're so short is because that's all most people are capable of paying attention to. Are those just little snippets?
Yeah.
Yeah. No bueno. Read a book.
True.
What
can't
book would
read.
you recommend?
That's fine.
I read a bunch of shit that I don't know why I read. So I don't know. I read a lot of trauma and psychology. Other than that, bro. I don't really. Captain Underpants, the Flipporama.
I don't even think it's necessary. Like when I think about social media, because I think that there's a lot of great things that can come from social media, but it's so new. I think that we're all just like, and I think I guess probably hoping that it'll probably eventually get better, but I don't know, man. Who honestly just spend so much time on there, just do like I think about the time that I've spent. I'm like, damn, I could like in what the internet actually has to offer and how much information you have access to and things that you can get done with it. And like for me, I would spend my time just watching videos and I'm like, for what?
Gratification.
Why don't I just make my own video?
Instant gratification, bro. Feels good.
Why don't I just like do what these guys are doing and like, I don't know, challenge myself to learn something, or I don't know, develop some type of skill that's going to benefit me in the long run, as opposed to freaking laying on my ass all day watching Mr. Beast donate $10,000 to kids who don't have thumbs to play video games.
That's why when I watch these kids play with the new Transformers, I'm like, fuck that. I want to go buy that Transformer and play with it. But I got to watch them review it.
So toy reviews, I should do. I know I'm about to throw my kids in front of the camera and be like, yo,
Dude, they make the most money. My nephew
that
watches
Ryan
them.
kid.
Pisses me off, bro. I'm just like,
That's
dude,
so
I'll go buy
crazy.
you that shit right now. Why are you watching this?
I know. I'm
This-
always like, I'm like, hey, you guys, any of you guys want to like go get a toy and I'll film you recording? They're like, no. And now that I'm like recording stuff, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so cringe, Dad. Oh my gosh.
Did
Bro,
it say
it's kind
that?
of like the same thing with like
Yeah,
Twitch and like
dude.
video games. Like people like to watch other people play video games instead of playing them themselves.
That's why
I've
people
never
watch,
understood. I've
you know?
never understood that argument. Like I'll hear people who be like, I don't understand why you like, even Eddie, like, I don't understand why you like watching video games. It's like, I don't understand why you like watching sports.
Not the same.
I feel like it is.
Esports, bro. If you're watching,
If you're
a
watching, if
competition,
you're watching athletic, like if you're watching competitive sports, like you're watching somebody who can compete and do stuff that nobody else in the world can. You don't look at it like, let's say you're watching a top tier gamer. You don't think that you're like, there's no one else that's going to be able to do what they can do. You don't think that that's like entertaining in some aspect. If you're actually fascinated by the game and it's in a competitive arena,
It's entertaining. It's entertainment. They're both entertainment, right? But number one, a very small percentage of people are going to play on NFL in an NFL stadium or in an NBA court. But we can all go to GameStop and buy the new Call of
yeah,
Duty.
but not a small percentage of people are gonna go play
Eddie.
at the world championship, you know?
that's
For
like
that
you
video game.
and I could go and get a basketball and hit up the local rec
park.
center and get it on against, you know, a bunch
But
of
you-
subs.
You
Yeah,
guys are
we
talking
might have
about
a blast, but
you guys are
nobody
talking
watching is going to be like, look at these
how
guys. They're fucking
how but how often is sports going on? All the time. All the
Clowns.
time. The NBA season goes on for like 82 games or whatever, 62, 82, whatever. These like championship like video game things happen what? Once a year, depending on what they're doing.
What do you mean?
Right?
Doesn't
Yeah,
a
like,
basketball championship happen once a year?
There's
I'm
one
not
basketball
referring, but
championship a year.
you guys are referring to just championships though. I'm just referring to a regular game.
But a regular
but, like-
game has like other players.
Like Call of Duty,
have
for example,
competitive
they have
modes,
they
Eddie.
have
Yeah.
yeah,
I
they
don't
have
understand-
Like
competitive
you-
modes.
I'm just saying they're not the same as in like we can play Call of Duty. It might not be on the same level, right? But we can all go and play Call of Duty.
You
Or
can
not
go
all
and
of
play
us.
basketball too, Eddie.
Not everyone can. Not everyone has those things. What do you mean?
Not everyone has a fucking PC or a game console.
Yeah, but what I'm
Not
referring
everybody
to
has
is,
$60 to go and buy Madden.
but we're talking like professional stuff though. We're talking like not everyone's gonna play in like a NFL stadium or an NBA stadium.
I feel like you're making my
Okay,
argument.
let's say like I mean, but you have the opportunity to try out, right? Like you can try out to go play for the NBA. So like
Treehouse?
anybody that wants to play in like championship video games, like they can try out. Like you can work your way up into the ranks.
I think the odds of you becoming bigger at video games are better than being bigger at sports because that's like a lifelong thing where you can pick up a controller and just be really damn good and join something that summer and then it could potentially carry you something. But if you don't start at young ages, right, especially with football, and you don't go through that process, you ain't going to be a 32-year-old pro. You know, that's that alone is a
That isn't to say that
lifelong
that can't
journey.
happen though.
Yeah, but you don't think that there's some people that could be like, you know, just naturally skilled and talented, and at like 27, they're like, I'm gonna go play football.
Okay. Name one.
Brandon Whedon.
Brandon Whedon.
Yeah.
He played college ball.
He played baseball and then went back to school, played football at 28 and then got drafted.
There's a ton of players that play sports though like that. Ton of players that go back and forth.
Okay,
Kyler
but
Murray's
you're
one.
saying that can't possibly like that is still a possibility of it happening.
It's a possibility,
It's
obviously.
it's slim
but
in either though, in either arena. That could be
I'm
in
just-
music, that could be in any like industry.
I agree, but in playing video games, the odds are way higher. Because anyone, you could be 40 years old and pick up a
Yeah, but do you
controller.
think they're
Yeah,
higher
that-
because
you don't
there's
think that's
way
more appealing?
players? Because there's more players, so you have to be better than more people, right?
What about yeah, that's true. What about pickleball? So like I see pickleball, I see a lot of old people playing pickleball. And I don't know what argument I'm making with this. I will get back to it. Mason, you're gonna finish saying what you're gonna say.
You're right. I think I saw it on the ESPN the Ocho right after the dodgeball tournament.
Bro, pickleball's dope. Pickleball's fun as fuck. Have you guys
Oh
ever
no,
played
but
it?
what I was saying is like old people, like people that maybe are older and see like that they could potentially compete in an arena based off of like what that audience is. Like there's a lot of older people playing pickleball. They'd only be like, oh, I might be able to be competitive at 40 years old.
You
different
expire
than
ways.
gaming.
You expire much sooner at sports than you do playing video games. Because someone's going to always be more athletic, younger,
It depends on the
faster,
game.
stronger.
I think it would probably depend on the game.
I'm talking like if we're talking main like Call of Duty, like mainstream shit, then I'm talking mainstream sports.
What about chess? I feel like
Chess is-
chess, the people that are younger in chess generally are, I think, better.
Yeah, but
What was the
that's, like,
original
more-
argument?
Yeah, I don't.
Eddie
remember.
doesn't like watching Twitch
Eddie doesn't like watching
gamers.
Twitch sports because he doesn't
I'd rather-
understand it.
I'd rather play it. It's just like watching these kids play with toys. Like I'd rather play the game
Yeah.
than watch someone do it. Unless I'm
But it's
watching like
like-
a Smash
it-
Bros tournament and that
Exactly.
I
So
can
you
kinda
like
see
what
to
that.
watch
about
the
n-
tournament?
Well, even then, it's just like I don't even watch tournaments. I just watch like two particular dudes who like would play in a filthy Ness or Lucas, and that's it.
But they're most likely
Because-
pro,
Because they're
right?
nasty.
Or am I bugging?
Because they're because they do stuff in the game that you've never seen before.
There's only two of them though.
Exactly. There's a whole lot of gamers and there's only a few that you hear about. And
I don't even remember. I don't
Well-
even remember their names.
It's probably Mango, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I
like
just-
your argument.
My point is that
You
I
just don't like
never,
it. Just say you don't like it.
I've been saying that.
Okay, then we can stop. Then we can stop doing this. Damn,
more
bro,
love
we're
boards.
just shitting on people who can't have normal arguments, and we're over here battling each other.
Over eat my popcorn and shit. Dude. Like, yeah, these guys are doing it right.
Yeah, for real.
No, hey, we resolved that. Look at how it was resolved.
We're still friends, right?
To be fair, I argue with these cats. I feel like most of the time, anyway. So it's just something that's become pretty natural. Ironically, right now, people nowadays they argue with their friends or something, and they're just like, "No, fuck that," blah 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 blah. And it's just like, dude, like you gotta kind of like, at the end of the day, these cats have the best intentions for you, and you know, I don't know why you take everything, and people just take everything so seriously. Muy sensitiva.
People are super sensitive. I'll be honest, man. I am too forgetful. So like getting mad and then I'll be like next day be like, wait, what what's going on? Chelsea would be
Yeah.
like, she be hating that I just like completely forget this shit happened. She's just like, I'm mad at you, and I'm like, oh, what happened again? I forgot.
Yeah, man, it's okay to take things. I remember people would flick my titty in high school all the time. So you know what I started to do? I started doing push-ups and bench press. You know?
Like your
like-
titty.
Yeah. So instead of just, you got to do something about it. Don't be so sensitive. It's how can we, get better at that?
Sometimes
That's pretty-
people need a little titty flick every once in a while.
I'm about to put that on a shirt. Copyright that bitch.
Bro, I think about where I was at, and like I look at myself in those photos. I'm like, God damn,
Strong case for sexual harassment.
I was a thick motherfucker, bro.
What's that Adam Sandler movie? That's assault, brother. What is that off of?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
There's no shot.
You
Hey,
double
hey,
dog
hey,
dare me.
get out of here. Get out of here. We're off this topic. We're off this topic. Not this again.
All right, I got an update. You know, remember I was talking about that beef that got left out?
Yes.
It was good. It was fine, bro. No
I was
problems.
actually thinking about that the other day too. I was like, yo, I wonder if Mason actually got sick eating that shit.
It
So
was
when we were
good, bro.
staying in San Diego, we left some food out overnight that we had ordered, and I was like, in the next day, just gonna eat it. And I was like, yo, I wonder if Mason got sick eating that shit.
Oh, you didn't get sick?
No.
Well,
Let's
talking to you, I
go.
think you'd be all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels
I
good
mean,
to separate, bro.
typically you're not supposed to leave food out for more than like 2 hours.
Think about the shit that they were eating
Really?
back in the day, though. Like cavemen, like
I'd be messing up
they
all day
would-
then.
they're probably just cutting up the animal, just like they don't have time to heat that shit up, especially if they're like starving. They've been waiting for food. They're just like,
Bro, have you
Doing
seen the
that shit
people that
raw.
are eating raw meat like nowadays?
Didn't the
I
Liver
mean, I'm not
King
saying that I'm
do
like
that
I'm not
shit?
saying I'm gonna be out
Like
here doing
steak.
that shit, but
Just like raw.
Wasn't the Liver King doing that?
no.
Yeah.
He
what he
turned
claimed.
he turned out to be a scam, bro.
People
He's,
do
He was
eat,
lying- he was
people
lying
do
about
eat liver
everything.
though.
Yeah,
he
but where-
bamboozled the whole internet, bro.
I don't think he
Okay.
was. Do you think he was fully lying? I think he probably does.
I think he was
a lot of the
eating
stuff
it,
that he
yeah.
lives,
But he was on
but
gear. He was taking steroids.
he was definitely taking roids.
But he like his claims were that if you ate
was
like him, you would like look.
Bamboozled or not? Was he eating it raw?
I'm not
Mm,
sure.
Yeah, I
I
think
never
so.
actually watched his videos.
I think
mean,
he
on
was making
camera,
his
he would
kids
buy
eat
into that.
testicles too.
Yeah, that's
Bull
what I would think.
testicles.
I swear I've seen
He was
videos
buying
of him
into
just eating
it.
raw liver.
Like he's like, I'm like, damn, bro, you're like a cheat out here.
Bro, I
Yeah,
bet
I
you that
don't think I've
ran
ever
through him.
watched any of his videos.
I don't know if he like finished the full one or what the heck the case is there, but
Yeah, he didn't Matt Stoney that bitch, huh?
No, I've never even tried liver, cooked or raw, bro.
It's not good. It's not good.
Liver? What kind of liver?
Maybe I didn't cook it right.
yeah.
What's the liver coming from? Cow?
I want chicken. I want liver. Meow mix,
I'm
please
sure-
deliver.
I'm sure there are plenty of livers out there that people eat.
Meow mix.
I ate his liver with some fava beans. But yeah, I never
Grass
got
fed
into
cows.
that.
What about
Where they
it?
That's
come
what he's
from?
eating. That's where
Cows?
these bare non-cooked meals
Raw
come
livers,
Ruh. Badger milk.
grass-fed beef. Grass-fed beef, bro. That's where it's at.
I bet you it came out just the way it went in too. It's like shit.
from. Liver, intestines, heart, and testicles.
Mm-hmm. I know he's making his kids eat testicles with him.
What a guy, man. Thinking
That's
about his
not
family.
bad.
Yeah, that sounds like some therapy is definitely going to be needed here in a few years.
Yeah, my dad made me eat cow testicles. He said I was a little bitch.
And then he teabagged me with his testicles.
And he never showers and stinks and never uses toilet paper to wipe
He
his
doesn't
butt.
wipe his ass.
Golly, that'd be so bad.
Yo, I've seen like people who've had him on their podcast say that he smells terrible.
I
Bro,
believe it.
yeah, I believe it.
He looks like he just got back from a camping trip at all times.
He looks like the real life Tarzan.
With a beard?
If he was a fuck boy,
Yo, he might be able to redeem himself and play Kratos.
nah, bro, he's too tan.
Yeah,
This
he
is
needs,
life.
a, needs a
True.
paling up.
Yeah,
Needs to
Maybe
stay inside
prior-
for like 2 years.
maybe prior to the pigmentation that he goes through.
Kratos. Isn't that the guy from Fortnite?
I saw that Leon and Claire were on there from Resident Evil. That was kind of cool.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Bro,
They
I
have
haven't booted up.
everybody in that game.
I haven't booted up my PS5 in like, dude, it's gotta be months, dude.
The only thing I hear from Tayson is Fortnite, dude.
Fortnite got
Where you
big,
got that
bro.
from?
All of the skin, like every skin that he sees it's all from Fortnite. Like, I'm like, no, that's Halo. That's not from Fortnite.
That's the
He
chief.
thinks they just
He thinks
created them all.
he thinks Patrick Mahomes is from Fortnite. He's like, he's watching the Super Bowl. He's like, that's the guy from Fortnite. Like, no, that's Fortnite put him in the game, dude. He's not from Fortnite. Get out of here.
Did you tell him that's what a dub looks like?
No, I'm like, I had to. He wanted the Pat Mahomes skin. I was like, yo, we do not like that guy. That guy sucks ass. I will not buy you that skin. Don't ask me for it. So every time he's in the item shop, he goes, Dad, who's in the item shop? We do not like that guy. I was like, that's right.
That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute, though. Sharing
Yeah.
a similar hatred.
He
What
doesn't
about like Goku and stuff? He's just like not Dragon Ball Z related. He's just
no, he anything that's Fortnite. Anything that's Fortnite,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. He does like the Vikings though. Like I think he likes the Broncos just because I do, but today he was trying to talk to me about the Vikings today. I was like, what the hell?
I like the.
Are you my
Vikings.
son?
Yeah.
He's like, when's the purple team gonna start playing again? It's like, what? Vikings.
Vikings are good,
That's
bro.
gonna be a crazy day when he grows out of Fortnite, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be soon. Kid's a fucking punk.
Do you remember that Outcast song? It's like catch a beat running like Randy Moss. Remember that song?
What song
Yeah.
is that?
It's called The Whole World. And Killer Mike was on it. Oh yeah, it's a banger. I'll send it to you. But yeah, that was like one of my favorite songs. AT Aliens was my favorite, like the first album I ever bought. It wasn't on that album, but yeah. But for the longest time, I loved the Vikings and Randy Moss because of that song.
Really?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Came out a long time ago, though. So,
I always like hearing like old songs. Like just out of the blue. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't heard this shit forever.
yeah, let's see if I. It was a banger song, bro. And then I had this album.
Did anybody watch the fights this weekend?
I did.
What'd you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm not a huge fan of All Tanya.
No? That knockout was
no.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, but
He hit him with the
like,
bop, bop,
but
dropped that shit on his head.
Wait, that's when
I,
he struck a pose on him, no?
Yeah.
dude, he's shooting the arrows into him, bro.
Shooting the arrows in him and then he hit him with the sleepy. He was just like
Wasn't it
mocking his son, dude.
Wasn't it kind of like a revenge fight for him?
Yeah, that guy's the only guy who's beat him. He beat him in kickboxing tournaments outside of the UFC. And then he
Sheesh.
came to the UFC and beat him and took his
Full
belt.
circle, huh?
It's kind of crazy though. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited for these fights coming up this summer. Got Amanda coming up. I love Amanda. Probably my favorite fighter.
What about the boxing
Tank.
match coming up?
Dude,
Tank and Ryan
Tank.
Garcia?
Bro.
Ooh.
Two
It's gonna
young
be a good
dudes
night.
going at it, both undefeated at their peak.
It's gonna
I'm
be a
going for
banger fight for sure.
I'm going for the paisa. Yeah, I haven't watched a boxing match in forever.
It'll be a good fight. It's a lot of money to watch it.
When is it?
What was it? It's like 85
22nd.
bucks, isn't it?
Damn.
Those UFC events are $80 though.
Yeah. Wait, it's
Bruh.
the 22nd of this month?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In like
Huh.
10 days, week and a half.
Oh,
That's a
you
fight
wanna
I'm
watch that,
excited
Jake,
for. I've
or
been
what's up?
Probably should, dude. I feel like I would miss out.
Get
I don't
some
know, dude. Whenever
get
I
some
do it,
Buffalo
though,
Wild
then it's
Wings and
just
wreck
like
your insides.
Mhm.
whenever I like rent these things, though, dude, like they just don't go as long as I thought they would. I just get bad vibes from when we did that Ronda Rousey fight and she won in like 19 seconds. Who would have thought?
Yo,
$80, dude. 19 seconds. Like the math don't add up.
But it's
The
I don't know.
highlight
I
reels
think
were longer than the fight, bro.
the thing that you have to do is you have to like well, I guess for me, since I kind of like I got into it with boxing, like now when I watch the fights, I really enjoy the fights leading up to it, because you'll watch some banger fights in like the undercard, even in some of the pre fights before the undercard, you get some banger fights in there. So you just got to look for those ones. But yeah, some of the ones that you get and they not like, even the John Jones ones that just happened. Wait, he choked out dude in what, 2 minutes?
what a waste of money.
After
Now I'm-
after years of waiting to watch this guy come back. And he comes
whoops that
back and
guy's
just
ass, dude, in
chokes the
2
dude
minutes.
without even breaking a sweat. Like he broke more of a sweat taking the tape off of his foot before the fight.
And dude, freaking homeboy, when he freaking was looking up at him after he choked out, he was just looking up at him like he was Jesus or
Like
something.
admiring him.
Yeah.
Yo, I couldn't imagine that. Can you imagine? Like, I think about like getting knocked out and just going completely out for minutes and then waking up and just being like, "What the fuck?" Like, that's crazy to me.
Bro, it's like when we did that pass out game
Yeah.
thing, you know.
Me
like
and
same
It
Marco
was
thing.
wild, dude. I don't think I
That
ever
shit
me
did
and
was
it, but
Marco
I'll
were
fucking
do
just
it.
talking
crazy.
about that. That's funny.
Bro,
Yeah,
I can like make myself do it. Like I can do it to myself.
You do it every once in a while, you get a little buzz from it.
Bro, they're on to me. Shit.
I was listening to a podcast from Andrew Huberman, he's talking about like breathing techniques for when you're feeling stressed. And he said one of them is called a physiological sigh, and you breathe in and then breathe in one more time without exhaling, and then you exhale, and that's supposed to help you when you're feeling anxious. And I'm like,
Bro, I do that shit all the
when
time.
you
Like,
I read that one
smoke,
too.
it's like when you smoke, you're like people who are getting high and exhale,
That makes
getting
sense.
that extra feel.
bro, I'm doing that shit when I got hiccups, dude.
The physiological sigh.
Yeah, bro. You just hold your breath until you can't no more, and then you do another one. And you just hold
Basically,
it, and eventually
And then
goes
you-
away.
just have
then
to
you
force your
can-
diaphragm down.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why you get hiccups, is because your diaphragm like spazzes.
Like when people
So if you
eat
need
too
to
fast
if
and
you
they're
need to
like
get
drinking
your
their
diaphragm
freaking
down,
soda
then
at
you
the same
need to
time.
be breathing out, right? And then short breaths in.
No, because when you breathe in, that pushes your diaphragm down,
'Cause you're
and when you
inhaling
breathe out, your diaphragm
pretty-
goes up.
So
like
then
this.
you need to be breathing in and then short
Yeah.
breaths out.
Yeah, or you can just hold your breath and like keep it there, and then it, like forces your
just keep
diaphragm
that build
down.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to hiccup really loud because that's obnoxious.
Bro, sometimes that shit catches you off guard and it hurts.
Yeah, when you get the hiccups that hurt.
or when
I'm
you
eating a chicken
sneeze,
sandwich, bro, dude. I'm like, oh, I ate too
Or
fast.
like you hiccup and burp at the same time.
you ever sneeze really loud and obnoxiously, and you think you're gonna hold it in, but it catches you off guard, and then you go like this, and you go like this, and it's just like,
Yo, I
Oh,
was just about to say the shit that I always get hit with is I sneeze into here and then it goes into my shirt and then I'm like, oh, like pull it back and then it's just sitting on my chest and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go change.
Whatever. Robert's like,
Is that a thing
Yeah.
that happens when you get old, man? Like your fluids just start coming out when you have no control over it.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
walk
it, huh?
outside.
I see some old
Be
people that
ripping
try to
ass.
blow their nose and like that shit is messy as fuck.
Yo, you'd be ripping ass when you're going to like. That's the thing for me is when I go to take pisses now, I can't take a piss without fucking farting.
Bro,
And legit, I was having a conversation with Chelsea because we just were going through some shit, and fucking we're over here fighting, and I'm in here going to the bathroom. And next thing I know, I'm ripping ass and can't like there has to be no conversation about it. Just have to act like nothing happened in my head. I'm like, God damn, I just fucking ripped.
I mean, y'all are married though, so that should be pretty not a thing. I wouldn't even trip.
Just so
Bro.
weird, man. When you're in a fucking relationship, you're just like some of this shit, man. I'm like, damn, I really just did that. Like,
Dude,
damn,
I'm
man.
crying.
This guy's lost his. So this guy's gone off
Dude.
the deep end. Somebody save
Bro,
his ass.
imagine you just having a full on like
Just a full-on
important
argument, huh?
conversation or argument. And you're just
Huh.
like,
It's like,
"Fuck
can
you."
we talk in a second? I have to go to the restroom. Hold on. And
Oh,
then just
dude, I'm dead.
like just the wettest shit. Like then you just have to act. Then you just have to go about and act like nothing happened. Still
You
pissed
just
off.
like selective hearing, dude. You're just like cutting that whole part out. Like,
I would say so. You feel better, tough guy?
Yo,
Uh,
it's true, man. The fluids just start coming out of the body when you get older, and the pains. I feel pain everywhere.
this shit is real, bro.
My feet.
never-
I feel pain in my feet.
sciatica. I get that every now and then.
Where?
Feet?
Attica?
Yeah,
And your
I get
what?
that sometimes. My
It's
lower
like
back,
your leg
Oh yeah.
yeah, and
and lower
butt
back.
cheeks, like right above your
Oh,
butt
dude.
cheeks.
Like
Mine's
goes
my
through
back.
your hamstring, basically.
I
Yeah,
always feel like I got a pinched nerve every other month or some shit.
I've never had that until I started this job.
Do you sit down?
And it's all the sitting. All, it's
Work?
all we do
Yeah,
is sit
dude.
down. That's why I
You
work
gotta
out on my
stand up
lunch
at your
break.
desk. Stand up at your desk, fool.
What
Yeah,
is this?
listen,
What's the consensus?
bad
Because
for you.
wasn't there studies that were like, you should be standing up when you're at work for this many hours. Actually, standing up for this many hours is bad for you. You should be. Do we know, like,
How often you should be standing opposed to sitting?
maybe I just need to fucking be laying down?
I feel like sitting is okay if you have good posture, but most people don't have good posture.
My posture is
Yeah.
ass.
It kind of just fades as
It's
you're
hard-
sitting there as longer. Like
I don't
there's
even
no
like
way
talking
to
about
like.
it because now I feel like I've been slouching this whole time.
Try
Yeah,
to
same.
sit
I'm over
as much
here
as I
like
can.
in my computer, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
Next thing you know, I'm like,
It just gets tiring because you literally have to hold it, and then you're like,
that's
then
why
it
you
just
just do
feels
back
awkward,
and then you
workouts.
dude.
sit for a second, and then I freaking
Yeah,
catch
dude.
myself. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I've been trying to
Yeah.
do more back workouts
Say it
because
with
my
your
back's
chest.
fucking terrible, and I never do back workouts. Trying to do pull-ups every day now.
Bro, you gotta do the back workout.
Mhm. Gotta hit
Get
the
that
back, bro.
I don't, man.
wide
I've
back,
always
bro.
had terrible back.
Ugh.
Now I'm
Don't
just
do it.
like, fuck.
The
I
thing
gotta.
about back workouts, bro, is like you don't even need that much weight.
I started doing the They have this spa over here at the rec center. They have like the TRX, those TRX bands. I like those.
Never used them.
Those are nice.
Are they like one of these things?
They're just
Right,
like,
so you're
yeah,
pulling
like
out.
you can do like this, and you like you're standing up, and then you're leaning back, and then you pull yourself up. And then you,
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what that is actually.
and then there's like Chelsea was telling me to do another one, and then I start like I try and do
So it's
pull
just
ups
like,
now.
it's just like body weight,
dips.
right?
Yeah, it's just your body
But
weight.
like,
Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of body stuff at home.
Push ups. I do a lot of push ups.
Push-ups are important. And drink your milk.
hey, push-ups.
I drink zero milk.
Badger
friends
milk.
Same.
I
Bro,
drink
actually
so
I
much.
drink
drinking
milk if I got like.
Chelsea's
I
milk.
only
Huh?
do it if there's like something to like a
Dunk
duo
it in.
setup. That makes sense.
Like cookies and milk.
There you go. You like cookies
Some
or a piece of
Oreos.
cake or
Cake and
some,
milk.
like a donut.
Yo, cake and
Give me
milk is
something.
no cake and ice cream. You need to substitute the milk and get ice cream with that bitch.
Dude, I'd give up beer before I gave up milk.
You should. Should do that.
I was gonna say I agree. Probably. That sounds pretty.
You, hey,
straightforward,
you
yeah.
said it, not me. You
Yeah.
like milk? How
Sherlock.
much? How many glasses of milk do you drink a day?
Well, I drink a protein shake every day.
I drink 2 nowadays.
Mhm.
We were talking about this. I remember we were talking about this at Thanksgiving, how I didn't like milk. And I started drinking it. I got this like different milk. It's not it has less sugar and more protein, but the same amount of fat. But it's actually really fucking good.
What is it?
It's Fairlife,
Yeah, that's a good. No chocolate milk, bro.
bro.
I'm like a
milk
sommelier
is
of
good.
milks, bro.
Yo, shout him out.
That's pretty good.
We'll just keep talking about him.
Yeah,
Eventually,
for
one day
real.
we'll get a sponsor.
But like
We get a
the
sponsor.
more I
Can we get
think
some
about it, it's
Fairlife
like mom always
merchandise?
used to buy like 2%, you know, and that shit is
Oh, the blue one.
watery. Yeah, that shit is
What?
watery.
What if you were gonna drink? Like Eddie, what milk do you drink? Whole?
2%.
You drink
2%.
2%?
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's
I
shitting
chill.
on
The
it.
watery stuff, bro.
It's so the Fairlife. The hard thing is, bro, is every time. So I would go to Target specifically for it because that's the only place you could find it when I was in Washington. But man, like it got so hard to find, and all I could find was the chocolate milk ones. And since I'm putting my protein is already chocolate, I wasn't trying to double up on it. But
That
that's
shit would be
probably.
fire, bro. Chocolate,
Ah,
chocolate.
man, I'm not a. I like chocolate, but I don't want it too
I
chocolatey,
love
right?
chocolate, bro.
Nah, but that milk though is fuego. It's
Yeah,
like clean. It's weird.
it's better, bro. It's just better.
Don't mess up my guts either.
Yeah, I think that's because it doesn't have lactose.
No,
That's why they filter out the lactose, and that's why it has less sugar, too.
makes sense.
I might have to try this
Makes
stuff
sense.
out.
But yeah, I
Let's
started
go.
drinking it because of the protein and like the shakes that I put in.
Yeah,
I started drinking an extra cup just because I needed more calories.
How many calories are you taking in per day?
I don't really keep track. Like I kind of eat the same meals every day, and I kind of like measured it out when I started those meals. Like I like calculated each one, and so it's like a rough estimate. But I try to get like, I think I was getting like 3,000 calories a day, maybe like 3,100.
Damn, what are you eating?
I usually eat like some sort of meat in the morning. Like I don't eat breakfast until like 1 o'clock
Okay.
because I do like intermittent fasting, and
that's
then I
lunch,
eat
bro.
like I eat
It's an early
I eat
dinner,
like
bro.
some mixed nuts. Like I make a mixed nut batch that's like pistachios, cashews, and walnuts. Shit's fire. And then I eat some cheese and I eat some meat and like a fruit in the morning and a glass of milk. And then I have like a protein shake. And then I eat like potatoes and beef, basically, and eggs.
Nice. That's
Sounds
solid.
like a hearty meal.
Bro, shit's so good.
Can't go wrong with eggs. Can't go wrong
Yeah, I
with the
fuck with
eggs.
eggs.
Yeah, bro. Some eggs and you mash them up, and then you put a little bit of Miracle Whip.
You know, butter
Fuego.
cups.
Yeah.
Very peanut butter cups and the eggs.
Yeah.
You say Miracle Whip in your
Yeah,
eggs?
hard boiled eggs, like a egg salad. Yeah.
No, mayonnaise, bro. Come on.
Miracle
That's
Whip.
the only time I use Miracle Whip. Only time.
Otherwise, it'd be ketchup.
I don't really like that. Like egg salad is. I can't handle the texture of it, bro. It's a weird one.
Yeah. Texture.
I don't. I heard cottage cheese is good for you, but I can't do cottage cheese.
Bro, I tried cottage
Damn.
cheese for the first time like 2 months ago.
Really?
you think?
It
What'd
was
you
good.
think?
It was
Think
good.
so?
People
Yeah.
used to
I couldn't
eat.
do it, bro.
Someone used to eat
Bro,
cottage cheese with Doritos.
That's mom. Mom does that shit.
Was it mom?
Yeah. But this lady that I work with was like, you gotta try it on like the Tostino's pizzas. So I tried it.
What?
I tried it on a pizza roll, bro. It's actually good.
Is
It's
it
just like
is
extra cheese.
cottage cheese is big in the Mediterranean diet, isn't it? Or no?
Probably.
Or is it
but
yogurt?
I think
Yogurt.
yogurt is
Yogurt.
definitely.
Greek yogurt.
Yogurt.
It might be
Yeah.
cottage
I
cheese
put
might
Greek
be part of
yogurt
it
in my
too.
shakes.
Yeah, I'm thinking about starting another diet up. I just don't know what I want to do.
Do a carnivore diet.
I don't want to do it all. I was thinking about doing that, and I was like, I don't want to do all meat. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna like I want to do like the full thing, like just meat. But it would only be like 30 days. I want to do something long term. I think I'm gonna do 75 hard again.
I try to
something
just
spir-
eat like animal based and plant based, like animals and plants, like whole
Non-processed.
foods, like non-processed foods. Yeah.
I think that's what I was thinking about, just doing all that without, and then just doing my intermittent fasting again. But
Yeah, I work out hard enough. I just gotta be better on my diet.
Yeah.
that's always hard, bro.
It's all those cervezas, dude.
I don't even drink that much. Yesterday when I hung out with that girl was the first time I had a beer in like 2 weeks. I guess this weekend. This weekend. These last couple of days. But yeah, I try to avoid the beer, to be honest. But
Just asking for you though, huh?
every now and then I'll crave one, but I don't really go as hard as I used to now. You just get older, crave a beer. That's about it.
gotta go
Right.
out and get one.
Put that on a shirt, bro.
But
Get older, crave a beer. That's about it.
we
Oh,
do
yeah.
got some
Pretty
gold
funny.
on here. We do got some gold on here. It is funny.
What? Get old and grab a beer? Is that what the consensus is?
That's about it. You forgot that line.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Get
That's the
old.
whole line.
The punchline, bro.
All three.
Yeah, bro.
All three lines.
Get old, grab a beer. That's it.
There you go.
Hey, I'm good to call it on that. Want to
All
thank
right.
everyone for tuning in. Been a great show. We only talked about movies a little bit.
I'll say like
80% of the time.
60% of the time.
Yeah, we'll work on dialing it down. But thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate you, and we will see you next week. Peace.